You in time. Yo, you still. Let's go for three. I'm on your jacuzzi. They have to wait on me. Tell me to go. I'm gonna There's two heads. First two heads, next play. Make us small down. Look at you from time. Look at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you guys. Double chop. On you. I shot up. Nice. Go ahead. You dead. Outer. Focus you. We should go. We're short hedge. I think we're hedge. Someone go top mid though. Already hit. Jim's you. I did it. Go by mid. One hit right out. Outer.
I'm out of breath just listening to that. Listening.
Yeah, I mean,
their turn.
Some of that is due to the map. There was a lot in those comps. A lot happening.
Yeah, there certainly was. Whew. Wow. The boys are caffeinated for the listening. Holy hell. But you know what? Whatever works. You're up 125 right now. You know, you just talked about the beginning of this map. Like a win like
this is a hell of a game.
Is a stomp. They come into this struggling so much in hardpoint. They're looking to win 2 hardpoints and close out this series 3-1. Yes, vault control still looking abysmal, but otherwise you're clicking here. Just 11 points needed for the victory. They've got control. They've got the spawns. They should be able to set it up for victory here with the final 20 seconds remaining. You get a well-rounded effort out of the squad. One final attempt for Rocket to break through. That kill should seal it. And Cloud9 New York get their first win of the year. The comms were something. Whew. But the fact is, you got a much-needed W. You change sort of how things are looking this year. You get some positive momentum, and you just have to brush it off. Like last week, you just had 2 really tough matches. You did.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, listen, throughout those games, just shout out to Mac. I mean, obviously, with the year off and everything, like, just what is his form going to be? Yeah. Just continues to make impact plays.
He does.
You know, and that's going to be obviously it's going to look good here in this one because they won by 150 points. You know, and but it's one of those players here in this one because they won by 150 points. It's one of those players here in this one because they first win. I think
on the mini-map, and when I heard he was coming back to his Cloud9 team alongside a previous teammate in Sib, I was a big fan of that previous Seattle Surge roster, so I knew that eventually that gel and that chemistry would show up.
We always have concerns when players walk away from the game and then come back. Welcome back, Mac, in a big way today. Let's take a look at his and the rest of Cloud9's highlights. Minnesota Rocker 109 points. They got blown out on Skyline, a map that just delivered a 250-249 one match ago.
Listen, Chris, and I gotta say, you know, all these people talking about Skyline, this and that. Listen, you can dominate and control this map.
Yes.
You really can. And we saw some beautiful plays, you know, rotations from P2 over towards P3 on the side of C9. Just control the entire time. When they needed breaks, it was coming in. This is what I think the Call of Duty esports world predicted, or I thought they would see from the C9 roster. Like drawing a line in the sand in terms of the hard point, making the right decisions at the end when you have players like Attach and Mac, and being able to gun your opponent and be in their face. We got the combination of all of those things across both of these HPs, and just an absolute dominant performance.
Ali, my big question is, the casters called it out during the game. The slaying was even, if not in favor of Minnesota Rockers. So what is the difference in the points? How are they able to put their opponents in such a tough spot?
It's just about knowing the game, right? And working with the spawns and making them work for you. The Skyline is one of the most sensitive spawn maps that we have. And I think Cloud9 played it incredibly well, especially on Money Hills back towards P4. I feel like it felt like we were seeing the world champions again, falling back to what they know.
What is our scuff play of the game? Well, I have a feeling you know who it's coming from. But which Mac play do you want, Nameless?
Listen,
I'll give them all. How does that sound?
Yeah, just give me all of them. I mean, the guy was everywhere, everything, all at once. I mean, we saw it in the drawing conclusion segments. Map 1, he can play cerebral, but when he needs to be the guy in and around the hill and finding the kills to give you that extra time, that's what you're going to get in P2. Finding kills piano up top. When you need him to break, he's there as well, finding the kills. So this is the Mac that he needs to be, this version of himself, for them to find this success consistently. Making the play cerebrally, but also with the gunny.
The worry is, though, is that we can't keep telling him that, because if he starts to think about it, I don't want to get all of our players up in their head like now we have such a high bar to stay at consistency for the rest of the season, because it is only the second opening week. But alongside Mac, like I said about TJ earlier, we're not used to seeing him fry this early on.
The ferocious red beer is out. Mac is on the attack today. Cloud9 with a much-needed win. Minnesota, you could give up an L. I don't think they planned on it today, but they can afford it after their start with the 2 round 11 wins. We got our interview ready. Let's bring them in live. Welcome to the show, Mac. Mac, Ali mentioned it. She was pumped to see you back in the CDL. I was loving the fact that you were returning to New York. But talk to me about the difference from week 1 to week 2. What happened between the last time we saw you?
I mean, week 1, we had some unfortunate circumstances against us, so we tried not to kind of harp on ourselves too much and just take away some of the stuff that we could learn and just come out with a fresh mind. We've been playing well in practice, and yeah, it's showing now.
Of course, Matt, congratulations on the win. I guess I really just want to ask how you feel this game is for you, you know, compared to other titles, and kind of what it's been like coming back from a break and how difficult that was.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think the break really hindered me too much. I definitely had to shake off a little bit of rust.
Right.
But I'm really liking this game. Like, the Omni movement allows for a lot of sick outplays and finessey, like, movement plays. So I think you're going to see a lot of cool plays.
Mac, welcome back, brother. The Mac is back, and you were frying in that series. Excited for you and getting a dub with the boys. I wanted to ask you, now your coach is accuracy. It's weird to say that, seeing you guys have played so many matches together. What is that like, working with him, being on the coaching side of things?
I mean, he's definitely a huge help. Like, even when he was, like, we were teaming together, he always helped me with just, like, ways to play the game, even out of game. Like, he definitely just sets you up for just to be the best version of yourself. It definitely is weird to have him as a coach now and kind of like get on my ass about certain stuff, but I don't think I would rather have any other coach.
Love that.
Aww.
Right? Lamar getting the love. We love to see it. Mac, final question for you. Where do you think you will be at the end of stage 1? And does your team have a specific goal in mind?
I don't know where we'll be, and there's not really a specific goal. We just want to come out and go hard as fuck and compete in every single match we play in.
AF, baby. Keep it going.
Her production go crazy.
Oh!
Guys to be behind Mac. Let's go, man.
Cloud9 fan.
My bad.
No, you're good, my guy. Mac, we'll let you go. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
That was Mac. He's
That was
going
awesome.
hard in the paint. You heard it here first. We still have 2 more matches to go. Our next one, 2 teams at 1-1. Miami takes on Boston. Boston Rancor makes his return against Gigawig.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League. Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Right? Champs is solidified. Now it's about getting that championship. We know how that momentum can get you the ring. And look at that trophy. What's that?
The best in Call of Duty history
right there.
We did pretty good in Black Ops 2. I think that thing is better. Let's take a look at the cash that.
Behind enemy lines.
He's getting loose early every round. Like, do a little dance, make a little love. They're gonna pounce out 04, great damage in. It's gonna be all on 04. They drop them. Lucky with both. Fickle is roaring and Heretics win. And he lets the crowd know. Silence. Big map 5s that Miami have gotten over Seattle Surge.
Boston and Miami came out hot on opening day. Boston with the upset over Optic Texas. Miami with a 3-0 over the Falcons in their opening matchup. Today, They meet up at 1-1. Let's start with Miami, Nameless.
Yeah.
What have you seen from the squad representing Florida and the country of Spain?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Real be absolutely ridiculous. That rewind, one of the best individual performances so far in Black Ops 6. I've been impressed by Renkor's performance, sort of slotting in. Leaving a lot to be desired, though, in terms of overall. They beat the Falcons, and they lose a Game 5 to the Surge, where they let 0-4 get behind them a lot. So look for them to clean up some of the small things and close out these maps today.
Allie, what are you looking at throughout this series?
Just kind of the pace that gets set here. I think from what we've seen from Boston week 1, traditionally I would have leaned Miami in this matchup, but because they came out and played Opta Texas the way they did, Miami cannot get caught slacking, and I think I'm really going to enjoy the Snoopy versus Renkor matchup.
Snoopy was the big investment in 2024 for Boston during EWC.
Yeah.
They brought in some new faces. Those faces stayed on the roster for CDL, and now you can see Cammy, Purge, and Awakening getting their chance after going down to Challengers back in the big leagues. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Who's been the big story for you so far in Black Ops 6, Alley Cat?
I was going to say Cammy. I feel like we've been waiting for Cammy to kind of have this showing for a while, and it almost felt like a lot of pressure was getting put on his shoulders because we were constantly like, when's Cold War Cammy coming back? Oh, Cammy had a good series. Is he back? Is he back? Is he back? So now that he's actually back onto a Treyarch title and looks to maybe be extremely comfortable with his teammates, I'm excited to see the consistency moving forward.
Let's take a look at our maps and modes. And Nameless, tell me, where will Gigawake find his future form?
Yeah, I mean, I think off the rip on the Vault HP, but what I'm excited to see, though, is the red card hardpoint once again for Boston. They seem like they already have an identity. They love that map, played it twice, won it both times. They look good on it. So if we get to the Game 4, they're going to be feeling very comfortable.
Oh, man, I don't know what to do in this series.
Yeah,
but
this
I
is
do
tough,
know
actually.
It is time, Scuff Pick'ems. I'm in last place. I get to go first. I'm going with Miami Heretics and Real again today.
Oh my gosh, I actually overtook you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, you did it on purpose. You did it on purpose for me.
Team player.
This one's really hard. I am going to go with Boston Breach.
You mean it. That was with your whole chest right there. Yeah. All right. What about you, Ant?
I mean, I'm going with Giga.
Going with
100%.
Giga.
I got
Another
Giga
Boston
taking
Breach, and the fans agree as well. No one believes in me, but I do.
I
you won't
believe
let
in
me
you.
down in back-to-back matches in a Game 5 again, Miami, will you? Miles and Chance, take it away.
Don't do that to Chris, Miami. That's just rude. Well, folks, tied up 1-1. This should be a fantastic matchup. I think Nameless said there were going to be 2 Game 5s on the day. This has got to be one of them.
Yeah, by default, there are no other options left.
You're not wrong, mate. Absolutely not wrong. Miami Heretics, Boston Breach, fist bumps, ready to rock and roll. This one should be a lot of fun. Again, Renkor, the talk of the town right now for the Miami Heretics, is fit in like a glove. Nothing too flashy. Wonderful attempts at helping out the team when they need it the most. Double dose of Vault this series as well, Chance. No crazy surprises there either.
Yeah, 15 in a row. Not too shabby for the Vault control. I mean, that has just become old faithful. Also, got to give a shout out to Cammy's camera placement. It is in dangerous territory, but he's keeping everything above board. So, veteran plays out of Cammy. Man has been around the block, and we're going to see him do the tour on Vault Hardpoint as well.
Yeah, he's been doing the tour on Vault Hardpoint. And Cammy, a man who's been around the block in many ways. He's had training, lots and lots of training, all kinds of sensitive training, all kinds of in the gym training. You name it. The man's getting put to work. And the boys of Boston putting Miami to task and a point for a moment. Over the big wait. Can he find any more kills here and try to maintain that hardpoint control? Nah, mate. Metals is there. Heretics are in.
Solid start, and Metals and Renkor really doing it all for him. 5 kills between the two of those players. Everybody else can get their hill time, and I think Lucky showing up the kill feed as well is sort of the player I'm paying most attention to. Lucky just trying to bounce back. Had an atypical, not characteristic for him, but a tough series. But right now, locking the hallway down, and I was gonna say keeping the spawns on point, but Awakening gets given a gift, and well, Metals reads it, guns them down, but the spawns right now very much in favor of Boston. Happy for it. They're down by 30.
Yeah, they're going to need this time. Looking through Paul's side. That's where Miami are coming for now. This is Metals on a deep flank. We'll see him get into the fight in a moment. Call that stun. Good timing. Helps out Real, who dodges it as well. The break is there. Heretics are in. Boston down and out.
That's gorgeous. That's the Boston old. They just get gifted some spawns and broken instantaneously. Absolutely not able to capitalize off of the map pressure that they once had. However, Cammy is able to get towards the back. Him and Purge, at least one of them, coming off spawn to get there. And Lucky, not quite enough coverage. So a very mixy P2. And out of the chaos, Boston finally able to get just a little bit of time.
Breaks on breaks. I mean, is this the Boston of old as well? You are a bastard for that. I love you, man. Oh my God. Here we go, Lucky. Can he find it? No. Cammy hold. Snoopy there in the back line as well. Good stuff out of Metals to get a kill of his own, but a 15-second little bit of scrap, which you'll happily take if you're the Boston Breach. There's Cammy in a swimming pool that Saddam Hussein himself may have used.
You never know. I mean, it's definitely warm and very tight-knit, so you do what you can. But you don't want to get toppled on this rotation because Boston Breach, again, do have great positioning. Cammy going to be causing chaos over towards the back gold building. He's there to strike. His teammates over on the art side of the map, and Rancor effectively just playing hide-and-seek. And, well, does he win that? 2 kills for him. They're going to get the time.
Yeah, time indeed. P3 can be superb. Heretics have drawn a line in the sand here on Vault, right down the middle of the map. Watch out for number 7. Snoopy spawned out the back. That's going to be ugly. Are you aware of this, though? The answer is absolutely not. Snoopy walks in, takes at least 2. There we go, and a hardpoint break. 25 on the clock.
That's brutal. That is not a spawn I could possibly explain. I mean, it was open, but that entire left side of the map was there available. So Heretics not going to be happy for that moment, but Boston going to fully capitalize. Maybe not getting all the time, but that just means they're really banking on locking down this P4. And Snoopy kicking things off right, catching Real. No one has slipped the net. You get a player over towards New, and that is all 4 down in the feed for Boston. This is the moment. They start this hill out down by 40. How well do you execute the money hill?
Is this the comeback, folks? It could be happening right here, right now for Boston Breach over to Snoopy. Could he cut off the reinforcements? He can indeed. Rancor brings him to his knees. The hardpoint still in the hands of Boston Breach. Metals to the front somehow. How the hell have they managed to break that hardpoint? You're in. Heretics, it's yours with 35 on the game clock.
That is the, Boston old. I mean, you had a team kill with the car as well for Miami. And they just walk straight through. Metals gunning players sitting on his butt out of a window. I mean, that is ridiculous. And I mean, again, Lucky looking for a bounce back. Well, he is delivering, soaking the time. Gonna be a 70-point lead here for Heretics after the first set of rotations.
That's fantastic work there from the Heretics. Not the game clock, folks, the hard. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I was saying. Back to P1 we go. After the first set, Heretics with a solid advantage and Metals. Lovely patience. Oh, and a gift of a kill from behind as well. This makes the setup for Boston so much harder. A bit of awakening. Damaged up. Easy kills here for Metals as he keeps that side of the map well safe. Through the P3 door, here comes Purge. First time we really got involved with him. Oh, 7 for Lucky. And as soon as we get involved, Lucky puts him down.
This is disturbingly good. I mean, Lucky doing everything you could ask. The fact that Boston, I mean, they were gifted a spawn for Snoopy to, like, break that P3 hill, but they played it passive enough, which is typical, but, like, you trade away 20 seconds to scrap just for that rotation and the fact that you had a clean 4 down going into a money hill that lasted for 10 seconds. Yeah, I mean, Heretics right now just in their flow state.
Absolutely flow state. Well, it looks good. Let's hear how it sounds with a quick listen in.
Estoy bloqueando Dios, pueden hacer P2, ¿vale? Pueden hacer P2, P2 no nació, no hace P2. O va a querer P2, ¿vale? Podéis venir acá, que tengo uno medio plano. Vamos. Ayúdame acá, que tengo la racha, Hay un tío pucha por bloque. Está por gol, yo pegándole. Voy el gol del P1, tenemos un tío P1, otro Dior y uno punto, ¿vale? Uno Dior escondido. Punto una bala, chema, una bala. El otro Dior escondido. Estoy bloqueando el medio, sale el fondo. Vale, sí, fondo pillo. Y deja el fondo. Que nazcan ahí. No muera, ¿vale? Tengo la derecha entera, tengo el Bacali mío. Le di una. Tengo la derecha medio. Voy a ir porque Bacali para asegurar que no. Hacen dos derechas, un tiro y otro Bacali en la maceta. Pasar la win y punto.
Qué risa, chilear.
Voltate a la derecha, el medio. No flipemos ahora. Vale, jugar si lo demás. Derecha conmigo, Purgin. Una bala derecha, absoluto. Debajo del cat. Creo que sí, Chema.
te tengo abajo.
Son dos, Cami y Puri. Vale, voy a ir a la derecha de cara, ¿vale? Aguanta de cara.
Son dos derechas,
Está ahí.
entonces. Voy conmigo dos. Dos Bolt y falta
Uno se puede absoluto push. Y otro más de cara, solo dos de cara. Uno medio el punto y otro ball. 100%. Está en la doble, Chema. Doble.
Arriba P1
Área Gucci lo estoy mirando yo. Área Gucci, una bala.
Dos P1, los
Le he pegado piña doble.
Entra
Una bala doble.
Uno en band de ball de cara.
Band de ball sabía de...
Vale, te tengo que
una bala. Joaquín de cara, son dos derechos.
Muy bien, a 50-point game, and now Real, we're back in the hard point we go, surrounded by members of Boston Breach. Will he make it out alive, Chance?
Absolutely not, but frankly, I was surprised he was able to dance for that long. This is round 2. Boston now have even more pressure on the map than they did before. It could not be a more picturesque setup to have a free and clear rotation towards P4, the ultimate money hill on this map, and if they get a full 60, they will take the lead.
Yeah, this could be good. Last time we did see the Heretics break in. Over to Awakening. Can he cut down the Rencor Metals push from the right-hand side? He won't have to in a moment, but here come the lads. He doesn't have a lot of help on this side of the map. His boys are doing what they can. Purge finds at least one. Now to the front door we go. Snoopy on the pinch. Snoopy's in. Gets himself one as well. So there we go. Boston, lovely work. All bases covered.
This is absolute perfection. Snoopy is doing everything. Nice little 5 sprees. Teammates kill the kids on the flank. And this is how your P4s are expected to go when you win the rotation that hard. And Snoopy, thriving, unstoppable. Might be able to get a whole Hellstorm.
He's working on it. Nice job on the Hellstorm on the horizon for him. Cammy with the feed. And Boston with the lead. Oh, Snoopy. He's sniffed out his next one. That's not even the guy he was looking for. Nice job. Doesn't manage to get the Hellstorm. He does get a boatload of kills. Good stuff there. Back over to P when we go. Third set. Hard point snap. Chance. Here we go.
Yeah, I just think it's nice to be able to correct your mistakes like instantaneously. In Boston right now, I mean, mention the word flow state. They have found theirs. This has been a dominant kill feed. The start that like Lucky had, he's now negative. Rencor struggling. Real's falling off a well, and Metals had a super hot start, but he's slowed down his production as well. This has been the Boston show. Even on P1, these guys have been looking dominant.
The melting point of Metal is unknown to me, but right now, certainly melted indeed. Boston, this is delightful. Bit of a sign of life there from the Heretics. Couple players down in the feed, but your boy Snoopy is on a run. Here he goes, looking for the way up through hole. Can he find at least one? Yeah, we'll take that. Trophies all over the bloody place, but it's not going to matter too much. It's 20 seconds remaining now on P1, and P2 is looking solid for the Heretics. They need this bad.
It's Snoopy's just everywhere on the map, running backwards, running forwards, dip, dive, dodge. You could not hit that kid with a wrench, and this team will get the final few seconds. Heretics, they need to bounce back right here, right now. It is still only a 30-point game, and they are working with an incredibly tight setup on P2.
I don't want to die in this position. Not going to count for Cammy in the pool. Briggs him out. There you go. One more from the vault. It's Purge, and he's sending his way to the point. Can he get involved? Yeah, the pinch is that one. Rencor in the back, brought down. That's the break. Boston are in.
Yeah, tight setups are a very delicate matter, especially when you're not blocking that back spawn. So, quite frankly, you lose one gunfight in the pool, everything gets taken away. But now you're having a 50-50 square up. It is going to be a little bit chaotic. Rencor, no protection from his teammates. Snoopy walks straight in through the front door, and Metal last man standing, taken out, wiped off the board. Boston in control of this game.
That is a brilliant comeback there from Boston Breach. Cammy in the back, done. Rotation of P3 once again. Heretics are there first. Will it matter though, Chance? The breaks from Boston have been so good. The Boston of old, maybe not. The new Boston fighting forward, folks. Here we go.
And they got the rotation as well. And yeah, those Heretics players are not spawning on this side of the map. Purge is just in the perfect position to make sure his team is secure in this game. A tight stack around the point, but it's trades on the actual zone. The left side spawns rolling in for Boston, and Heretics, it's actually parallels coming through. And Metals is going to give you 2, so the spawn's a little bit mixy for the moment, but Boston, with Purge in this spot, should be on top.
This is great. Oh, he's tried to jump out the window, and he's tripped up over his own shoelace there. Lucky managing to poke him out. Finding a few more kills here. Next wave of attack from Boston, trying to get themselves into the point. Nobody there just yet. Couple of kills, though. You'd like to see this. Metals is still holding the line for as long as he can. Boston are in. This is a good look. They can get the win here, but no, an open point again.
You got to get him off time for like another second.
Get one more touch. Anyone there to get him off? No, this is going to be it. Boston, they're going to ride this one out all the way to the very end. Oh, can number 6 stay alive? It's Snoopy.
There's the contest.
Block, the contest. We go to another point.
And it's a full 60. A full 60, you win this game. Boston are going to have to contest this for maybe 4 or 5 seconds, if not get the break. These are the moments. Don't get caught off guard. Make the big play. And Snoopy doesn't want the freebie. He's just going coast to coast. Heretics cover nothing. In Boston should be good for this game.
And that is a game-winning play from the young man. What a moment of redemption for Snoopy. A major part of his game that's been criticized for so long. And he makes a play like that to win map number 1. Boston on top.
Ooh, that is a sloppy game as well. I always want to make the joke after Heretics listening. No idea if their comms are good. Can't understand it, but it did not look like it towards the end. Snoopy just a completely open lane. I mean, he could have just walked in that side door and shot 2 players in the back. They were not prepared. Instead, he does the world tour, and even the player in the back is just not prepared for him to be there at all. So Heretics melt under the heat of the Boston Breach, who, funnily enough, ended up thriving on P4, even though they got broken instantly the first go-around.
Yeah, look at this. Nice comeback there from Boston. Once they got the lead, no looking back, lads. 250-208, map 1. Well, the Heretics, a couple of great moments chance, but not enough to really see it through in the end. Look at the game flow there, and now looking at the stats. Again, kudos to Metals. Started things off so strong, but they finished in a tough way. Good looks from Boston Breach. We'll see that stat line. A very happy one for them, going up into the search and destroy. A nice place to be. Good looks across the board again from everyone. Cammy -1, dropped, washed, game over.
Oh, yeah, no, fair enough.
That's tough.
I will say, I've seen a little bit of confusion here and there. You know, we see the kills on the scoreboard. Typically, at least in Hardpoint, we do, not the EKIA. So when you're playing ranked at home, you get to see your assists combined with it. And Purge did have 48 combined. So he was everywhere on the map from start to finish. Like, Snoopy goes on an absolute tear at one point, but Purge was still able to match that pace and then some. So impressive work in the slaying category. Nice little bounce back on the P4s for Boston as well, and impressive resolve, because they absolutely had to dig themselves out of a hole.
Well dug, lads. Well dug. This was another one of Snoopy's moments where, again, with lovely composure, able to flick the switch and absolutely send it on a moment's notice. Snoopy, what a wonderful journey he's having so far as a Call of Duty professional. See if the mental game can improve. Little moments like that, checking his composure, checking his decision-making in a high-stakes moment. Wonderful stuff. Need more of that out of the young man. There was the final highlight for him, netting the final few seconds, or at least getting his teammates in there as well. So again, heads-up play, beautiful stuff out of Boston Breach. You love to see it, because that could have been quite the throw. GG's there in the first game. Chance, now we go to search. How are we feeling?
Feeling pretty good right now if you're Boston, right? All smiles, ready to go. Solid S&D players on the team as well. And considering this is one of those matches, both teams have a record of 1-1. You want to make sure you win these games. Like, these are two teams that we might be expecting long-term to be in the mix when it comes to seeding for tournaments, when it comes to maybe even qualification for champs. These are the matches you want to make sure you get those wins. And Boston, again, just starting things off right. And we've seen them on Rewind before. We're going to see them again. It is a team willing to get active, playing around the objective. They are going to get this bomb down and let guys like Snoopy roam and try to make plays. So I think we expect good things from them. The question is for Heretics, melts it under the pressure just a little bit in map number 1. Can you sort of walk that off and try to make this comeback? Because been on a bit of an L streak for these guys. A very small one, but it's noticeable.
Yeah, a streak. I mean, streaks get out of control, especially when it comes to the mental game. And I think there was a lot of frustration for the Heretics towards the end of that matchup. Again, what are you watching? Who let that play happen? How the hell did Snoopy get in there? Like, who was watching what? I mean, not necessarily anyone's fault. It's an amazing moment from Snoopy to sneak on through, and a COD timing masterclass. But at the end of the day, Heretics, got to let that one ride. Got to fly on to the next one. Get yourself straight back into the search and destroy and start cooking. Start frying. This is going to be an important matchup for them on the bounce back in the long run of the series as well. You want to see that Skyline S&D, or if you can, just close it out in the next 3 for the Heretics. Again, both our teams coming into this matchup tied up 1-1 in the standings so far in our first 2 weeks of play here in the Black Ops 6 season. Someone's getting the lead.
And of course, for Rewind, we talked about sort of the standout ideas for Boston. Willing to get the bomb down. Purge will be that objective guy. Snoopy will be a roamer. Actually, Snoopy with bomb in hand. And on the flip side, I know Real has had quite a bit of pop-off potential in S&D as well. So lethal threats on both sides, but quick bomb plant, Heretics playing for the retake, and they're tripled up actually down the lower street. So Awakening might be in for a pretty big surprise.
Do you like surprises, Joseph? Cammy sees this one coming a little bit soon, but he's got to dance now with Metals, and it looks like Metals may have the drop on him. Gunfire, they're ready. Yeah, nice shots. Cammy does go down. Awakening manages to find his kill. Awakening 2 on the round. Awakening looking for the 3rd. Whoa, nice work out of Metals. Managing to make it now a 1v1 against Purge.
Not a lot of time, though. Not a lot of time at all. You don't have time to reload. You got to start kicking these doors open. And no, not even a real attempt. Just accepts that it'll be an easy check here for Purge. So plays for the gunfight, plays for the hide and seek, but Purge, easy plays for him. Executes on that round. And again, Boston Breach willing to play the objective. They did not waste any time for the plant. And they absolutely handled Heretics despite the sort of strange lower street pressure.
That's what both sides of our 1v1 looks like. And again, dire moments there. But Purge at this point in time trying to check the bomb, make sure no one's there. You see the pre-aim. It's a fraction of a second, but he aims the bomb first and foremost before realizing the player's above him. Either way, time was on his side. No one on the bomb. No problem. He can drop. He can lose the 1v1. He still wins the round. Great stuff there from Boston. Purge, 2 kills on the round, as with Awakening. To look on defense.
Boston aggressive in the middle of the map. Trades out and about, and the triple stack is going to be good enough. Cammy gives you 2. And we are 20 seconds into this round, and Lucky is in a 1 versus 2, and Boston have no doubts about it. That bomb is down on A.
Well, that bomb is down on A. You can see the bomb very clearly in this game. It's a little cylinder. I say little, it's actually huge. It's really, really big. It's really big, folks, trust me. Just have a look, you'll see. It's gigantus. Gigantus? Gargantuan. And this 2v1 is very doable for Lucky, but he has to live up to the name. He's got to get a bit of a line-up here, because right now Boston are shoulder to shoulder, holding hands, never going to let this happen. See, it's massive. Look at that thing.
Lucky has also just now made it up. He's maybe covered 150 feet of ground. Meanwhile, Boston Breach have unlocked Marathon Pro.
Whoa! Snoopy. Oh, the spidey senses are more than tingling now. They've seen him. Shoulders thrown. It's a battle. Lucky wants the fight. Lucky gets the fight. That is not ideal. Very unlucky moment from him. Just looks right when he should have looked left. Another good round for Boston.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the opening break on point. I would just say that's another round for Heretics where, I mean, Lucky had a minute and 10 seconds to make something happen, and he didn't shoot anybody. So that's 2 painful rounds for Heretics in my mind, where they are just not effectively playing around the clock. No bueno.
No, I was beating me to it by a second. Rinko's headset as well. That's something. We're gonna get back to that. We're gonna talk about that, folks. Cammy 3 in a row. Wow, Snoopy's down. Renkor's headset. Forget it. He's gross. He's in a 2 spree now. It's a lovely opener to round for him.
Yeah, nearly got the NBK challenge. Another throwback to MW2, and this will be Cammy for a 1 versus 4 that, yeah, absolutely does not last. What do you see with that headset, Miles?
Look, it's just
hanging off the back of his head.
It's hanging off the back. It's not quite as twisted. Like, you remember the old Maven headset? Basically, he's got one of the legs is like completely extended, the other one not. It's just no balance. Good shots, by the way, from Rinkor. That was a really great round. Really, really great round. You see
super clean.
The left legs of his Astros completely extended. The right, not so much. I suppose it keeps tension for him on the micro side. I don't know, maybe. Everyone else, perfectly even.
Rinkor has always been a player about inner balance.
I wonder if he feels like my headset's a little uncomfortable right now. Who knows? Either way, it made no difference in that last round. Stunning stuff for the 3 spree. Nades connect. Everyone's going to be a little banged up here, so Cammy might be able to pick up a kill or two. Awakening, Snoopy. Awakening, Snoopy. Oh, Rencor, you're in trouble now, son. Get out while you can. Fantastic opener from Breach. The nades connect. The damage done. Oh, the knife right into the heart of Purge.
Yeah, let him cook. Inner balance. You don't need the headset to be on point. When you got awareness like that, and he's on a 5 spree. Talk about a massive moment. This could be top 5 play of the year if he clutches this 1v4.
Cammy and Snoopy now in a really awkward situation. Did they get the spot? Yeah, they did. Here comes the nade. It's not going to land, so now the guessing game begins once again. Can they fan out? And again, Boston running this together. Lucky, not so much in the last round. Can Rencor clutch up the 1v4?
Well, he's baited out the information for a little bit, so he's going to be able to collect this bomb. And Boston just...
feet. Spotted him. Cammy, did he spot him as well? No, maybe not, but he's still got head in a swivel. You're not going to be able to get it down at B. He's going for the kills. Boston unwavering. Stalwart in their defense. The check. Snoopy wins the fight.
Oh my God, dude. These Heretics players are getting to me, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, 1v4 incredibly difficult to clutch, but like you just have so much time on the clock and then they just stop making plays. What unreal read for the knife kill in this moment, poor Purge. That's actually super realistic too. You don't take a gun to a knife fight at that range.
I really wish that was the horror section of the video story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he's there with the slasher out. Come on, son. Either way, a very, very spicy attempt.
And by the way, what a blind counter on Boston for defense, by the way, to be like tripled up down that street, somehow ready for that. So Heretics finally start getting active on the map and just unlucky to get absolutely punished. But Heretics just need a little bit more confidence, I feel like, to make plays in the moment.
Slow approach down the B street now for the Boston boys. Under a hail of gunfire, and you've still got some tacticals to play with, but nothing outrageous. Heretics on the inside of the A-bomb site again behind them, whether it's the ice cream or whether it's this little dividers, the walls. Whack-a-mole on that bomb site. Good luck, boys. You're never going to see metals here. Yeah, easy freebie. Trades, though, no problem. There's Real for his. Real! Trying to find another one. Not going to happen. You got the numbers right now if you're the Heretics. 2v3.
Purge those calculated. He has gotten up the street for free, and there you go, 2v2, and the Heretics players worried about being in a pinch, and Purge, well, just gets caught. Lucky wins a huge gunfight, and picks a good spot, and he guns him down. Shout out Lucky for that round. That is a heck of a play in that 2v2.
Yeah, the really nice win on the Purge. An Awakening, you're going to see it here in the final kill. Demon Joe, he wanted the double dip. Lucky having absolutely none of it. Nice search.
That was clean. Credit to Real Metals as well. Again, getting active on defense, taking space, and just being in the prime position to trade out those kills. And just the quickness from Real. He got reduced to 24 HP. So he's a bullet away from death, but the Omni movement slide behind the door saves him. Saves the round in a Kobe from Awakening. Doing their homework in the private match. They get the first blood.
Yeah, the nade spots are so important here on Rewind. Coordinated as well. And we see the RCXD only gain information if that. Purge spotted out. Semtex flushes him from position. Now you're trying to fight your way forward, but Heretics, it's a very agile shift over towards B.
And they're letting Lucky roam the street as well, but he's just going to be a bit of a distraction. Awakening throwing constant shoulders, but Awakening the AR on one side, Cammy the AR on the other, and those Boston players swarmed all over that street. That is fantastic execution and going to leave Lucky in another 1v2, and he's got a lot less time to work with now.
He does recover the bomb, but they definitely saw him. I don't
He's making a play, though. He's making a play.
Purge, he's going to check that corner in second right now. There we go. He makes the commitment on the bomb. But sadly, a moment of hesitation. We'll see Purge with easy pickings. And there we go. Boston Breach with a 2-round advantage after the defuse. Chance, a lot of 1vx situations from the Heretics. The island players are being punished here on Rewind.
Or just sort of like, yeah, Punisher exposed, right? Because that's a perfect call from Boston of like, if Lucky's going to be playing this like deep street and we already have the numbers advantage, no reason to hesitate. The second Cammy got that information, the Breach players swarmed all over it. So appreciate the lack of hesitancy coming out from Boston Breach. And I'd say that's the biggest difference maker in this game so far, just the willingness to make a play. We'll see what they string together on the offense as well. No pre-nades rolling through just yet.
Yeah. Heavy pockets coming into the A bomb site. And it's a very close stack here for Boston. I'd be worried about those frag grenades as you try to retake that space, but in the end, you're going to let it slip. You're going to fly on the out towards B, and no one from the Heretics has reacted from this one just yet. This could get very ugly. The Heretics, they're on the inside of the plant. There's that courtyard loaded with the metals. Oh dear, son, they're all here. Oh dear, sliding right into it. Purge and Snoopy. Rencor now steps up to the plate, and he gets absolutely schwacked. Lucky, 1v3, 1v2. The round is not over yet.
That shot is crispy. Lucky, this is your chance to get active. These Boston players, I mean, this is a perfect setup.
Yeah, this is the same set we've seen. Cammy on top of 18. Snoopy putting his left stick to serious work. There's no way. Hello. Send it. Yeah, there's the commit. Here comes Cammy, and that should be the round. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Boston Breach at point.
And again, just decisiveness in these rounds, right? For Boston, they just go and make every bit of noise they possibly could inside that A site. In the second, don't know who it is on team, maybe Purge, doesn't make a difference. The second that they call, let's rotate over, everybody flooding together as a unit, dominating that A street control. And I mean, Metals, his instincts kicked in. He felt the pressure, but the second he slides out to check it, he goes, oh no, that is 3 players. He just walks into a firing squad. In Boston right now, just a much better team in Search and Destroy. The slang is fairly close. You only got a 3-kill advantage for the Boston players, but, well, add that to the pile. Trades all over the map, and Cammy calls the round. He gives you 3, blink you miss it. Boston up 2-0 in the series.
2-0 in the series after a couple of real decisive rounds of S&D. Heretics, you're laying down Chris Puckett again. Not again. Opportunity for the comeback is there, but boy, do they need something special. A full reset for the Miami Heretics is needed. They've been close, but absolutely no cigar as Boston Breach are bruising them in the first 2 so far. Vault's on its way next, folks, because let's face it, why would you play Protocol, huh? Why would you? Vault's on its way. And after the first Vault hardpoint, I liked what I saw out of Boston Breach. I like that Snoopy play. We'll see if we can get a couple more of those. But chance, red card. I mean, what are the chances of us seeing it? What are the odds? 50-50, isn't it? Either they do or we don't.
Very fair. That is exactly how statistics works. But no, I would certainly lean towards Boston to this point. Yeah. Picking them apart, making better plays, playing with so much more confidence. That is 5, count them, 5 out of the 8 first bloods there for Heretics, and 0 capitalization off the back of that. Just better plays consistently for Boston. And I mean, just looking at the assists, actually, now that I think about it, 16 combined assists for the players of Boston, 4 for Miami Heretics. How about that for some teamwork?
That's it. That's it. The numbers do not lie. And a 6-2 scoreline with that many kills, all being helped out. Boston holding hands, getting the job done together. Now, we're enjoying the match as much as maybe you are at home, but Chris, are you enjoying the game? I'm sorry.
I'm going 0-4 today, proudly. 0-4 dismantled Miami.
I did it too. It's fine.
Now Miami's dismantling
You're not
themselves.
alone, Chris.
How do you have that many first bloods and not convert it into a dub in Search and Destroy?
Great question.
Let's jump into some highlights and talk about my frustrations here, Alley Cat, because Miami's had good moments. We got good players. They're just not working together.
I'm right there frustrated with you, and I think you put it perfectly. They're not working together. They're getting that first blood and then not doing anything with it. We're on the flip side for Boston Breach as they're playing the trades together. They're always on top of each other for those kinds of situations. You can see it right down the kill field. Real has been the first blood demon, as we have seen in the past couple of series, but that doesn't matter if you were getting instantly traded out and giving up space on the map.
We did get a knife kill, though. Shower Rancor.
Yeah, and, you know, Chris, to tell you, like, what's happening here is like why they're getting first blood. It's a bang out every round, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 3v3 off the rip, and then you have like one island player typically, and it's just the trade battles are going the side of Boston Breach. They're playing more intuitive. Their situational awareness is better throughout this map, and that's how they're able to come out on top. Search and destroy in this game has felt oddly similar to jetpacks. Back in AW, you run and gun together. You certainly can play that style, and so far for Boston, their first 3 series, they've been like that, and it's been working.
It is stage 1. We'll see if the search game evolves over the season, but as of right now, pick a site, hit it, win the fight, and get the bomb down. Boston continues to impress. A 2-0 start. They are 1 game away from making this a 2-1 start to their season. Nameless, you got something drawn from me. What are we coloring over here?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's draw some conclusions. Boston Breach, they were between a rock and a hard place on this map number 1. We're on a P3 currently. It's 25 seconds, but it's expiring. So I'm going to show you guys on rotation how to make a hard situation for the opposing team impossible, okay? So let's jump into the minimap here. The time is expiring. You know that they're all spawning here. That's the bad spawn, okay? So if you're Boston Breach, you have the right side of the map as the next hill is right over here, okay? So you're going to start to think about how do we want to rotate and how do we want to set up. So before we draw more, let's actually play it out a little bit. You see the pressure. If you look down at your minimap, you got Purge middle finding kills. You see number 7 in time. That's Snoopy. He's finding some time here on the scrap. And now you're applying that pressure, okay? So this is what I talk about with layering. You want to push up and be the aggressor on rotation, but how do you make this situation go from hard to impossible for the opposing team? When on rotation, number 6, he's going to get the vision on here on the cross. You're going to have players playing aggressive through mid, and you're going to have a guy who rotates over to pick up the initial time, but what he's going to do, instead of just sitting down low bottom of the hill and watching a doorway, he goes up top where he can also see the windows and assist on the crosses. So everything is pretty much locked down, and even if a player were to slip through and get back here, there's like another spawn until he gets into the far back where you can spawn close to the hill, right around it, and get ready to fight. So that's pretty much the definition of layering, and as you watch this play out, you'll see kind of exactly what I'm saying. Pressure on rotation if you're Purge. They're all spawning there. They got to deal with him. He's finding kills. Number 6 up top, that's Cammy. He's looking at a cross. You see number 8 inside the time, that's Awakening. He can see the information based off what Cammy saw, and they're finding every single kill that you need here. And by the time that Heretics even get close, they're going to pick up like 15, 20 seconds and have another spawn there. As you can see, number 5 spawn right behind the point. So he's automatically in the play once again. So fantastic plays by Boston Breach. This is how they brought it back and end up extending the lead.
Mid-game blender. Well drawn there, Nameless. Excellent stuff from Boston in the first half, up 2-0. Alleycat, is this a 3-0?
Ooh, I don't want to knock Miami out like that. Kill your dreams, but it might be a 3-0.
Giga?
3-0.
Maybe, yes or no?
Yeah, I'm going to go yeah.
You're going to go yeah. We're going to go yeah, Miles.
Yeah. Chris is wrong.
Yeah? Chris is not wrong.
Never.
This is going to be fine. This is all going to work out for Chris, all right? We're going to just strap in and we're going to roll through this series, okay? Chris, I believe. I see what you're doing. He's stroking the scuff.
Who you got, Miles? Oh, it's too late.
Honestly, dude, I have Boston, and I absolutely have Boston. I think that's the way this one closes out. We're actually just talking about how much we enjoyed that breakdown of Boston Breach there on that Vault hard point. But we go now to control on Vault once again, ladies and germs. Heretics, Boston Breach, Cammy, put it down. It's time to play, son.
I'm just what I'm saying, man. It is the perfect camera placement. If it was just a little bit of an up tilt right there, it'd be very, very dangerous, very memeable. But Cammy, for the moment, is safe in the series as well. 2-0 lead. They won a Vault hard point that was a bit of a grueler, right? Boston had to make a 50, 60 point comeback. So well earned, well deserved, and then a slamming of a map too. So they're going to be feeling good. All smiles on Cloud 9. Well, on Breach rather, but Heretics really need the bounce back.
Well, it's now or never, and it's a tough ask. Have they managed to regain after a couple of tough maps? The Miami Heretics. Cammy, don't worry about it. We'll deal with that later. But for now, that's just real unlucky. For now, it's a push towards the A zone on attack. Breach are being held at bay by the Heretics, and it's a nice start.
It is I mean, I don't know if this has ever been a feature before, but it stands out this year that if you are cooking a frag in your hands and any explosion around you, you're gonna die for sure. Like nades just exploding in front of your face of like your own. It's insane this year.
Yeah, it's frag on frag action. Actually, all explosives, yeah, regardless. Semtex feels a little bit worse, but nice 3 down in the feed there for the Heretics on defense. This is going to be a push forward. Look at the space they have to work with. Awakening's in, again, hot water. No, there's a lot of water on this map, but he's in it. Lucky trying to keep him down. Metal's there as well, but kudos to Demon Joe. Finds a way to get his boys forward, and it's Purge. Can he get a couple of kills? Yes, he can, and buy some space. Here we go.
This has just been an onslaught of, like, waves. Yeah, this is an onslaught of waves. You have Heretics dominate the opening break, then off spawn, they slam Boston Breach, put him back in theirs, and then Breach just get a clean 4-man wipe and triple stack the A zone, and there it goes. So we're already topsy-turvy opening round right now we have on control. Life count, Heretics have a small but noticeable advantage, and they have plenty of map space as well.
I mean, one decent wave, and that advantage is long gone. Good defense here on the B zone. Nice win individually from Rencor. And yeah, Cammy, he lets his weapon fly, and with that, he becomes a red dot straight into the eyes of Real. And again, pushing forward Heretics. This is great. Are we going to have the same thing that just happened, where you get a couple of kills, and all of a sudden Boston fly forward and capture a zone? Right now, Heretics are not letting it fly. 18 to 10. Oh, Mouse is in gills now.
This could not be any better. And 18 to 7 on lives, and Real on a 5 spree. And this is communication that is flowing as well. You needed a bounce back. Real might have just hand delivered it right to you.
Hey, he's giving it. Wow, 16 to 3. What an absolute pounding. Breach have not been able to escape. Breach have been decimated on attack. Sure, one of you gets out, but it's now a 2v14. Good luck, boys.
It's the most dominant round we've seen this year, I believe. This is destructive.
Oh, yeah. Cammy's in the zone alone. Good luck. Have fun finding kills. Why not? I mean, sure. There you go. Heretics. Fantastic work. If at first you don't succeed, try again. The second trap, really good. Way better than the first. Very productive.
And, you know, we still collecting data. Granted, this is the 15th fault control that we've had. We talked about the offensive versus defensive side of things. Defense have won about 64% of the round, so you lean towards defense, but it's not crazy by any means. That being said, I don't know how many ticks is going to be the standard on the B zone. Like, it's not invasion. It's not you're going to get completely stuffed out. So the fact that Boston only got 3 in that round, I think that's pretty solid stuff coming in from Miami.
Yeah. See what they got in attack, if they can double up. Woohoo! Cammy and Snoopy. Find theirs. That right hand side of the map, so dangerous. Purge is Snoopy now. Oh, corner to corner on the inside of the A zone. It is all Boston. Great stuff from them there.
Awakening at least keeping things under control, though. No one's going to flip through the spawn, and that is just, I mean, look at the mini-map right now. These poor players getting spawn trapped, trying to work down B Street. Boston are crawling around your spawn, and poor Rancor just praying his team can get out of it, and maybe it'll actually be the B Street that's opened up, and now Purge, instead of wrapping back, is trying to cross through. And Rancor's out here making plays, but they're going to take this to the A zone, doing the easy thing first.
That's both zones being captured. That gets a little bit awkward. Are you able to pull a little bit of aggro while the A zone gets his first segment done? Yeah, you are. Nice work. Real, he's cooking. Here we go. Lucky joining him in the feed. Over to Rancor. As his adventures alone continue, Metals is only going to get 1 on that side of the map, but again, you've bought the second segment. A starting to fall. Front door from Real. We've seen him in the highlight reel. Oh, in that very position many times over. The battle for the A zone not done yet. Cammy gets involved a little late. Is he going to be able to win the 1v1 and save the zone for his boys? The answer is no.
That was huge. Metal just wins the gunfight to get you pressured.
Oh, wow.
And Snoopy, though, is going to get active. He gets a nice calm over there from Awakening. He cleans up the kill, but Red on the flank, and the pressure that Metals delivers converts the A zone. A minute and a half to work with to get that pressure on B, and they are way more active, and Metals even is distracting Purge. He kills Snoopy before he falls, and that's 3 players on the zone. 1 tick already gone.
With a trophy as well. The 2-man capture here, Rancor and Lucky. Here we go, boys. Cammy cleaned up, instant. In and out, trying to draw some of the aggression. Snoopy now picks up the flank, finds the B zone safe for now, and you don't manage to finish the segment. Awakening, though, oh dear, takes his eye off the prize. Second segment gone.
This is a Purge kept turning around on the minimap, chasing Danny Phantom behind him. At least gives you the 2 kills from up top, but that is 2 ticks rolling through. Boston, I think, might have just gotten lost in the sauce a little bit. Worried about the flanks, but Metals right now had just created chaos for them. 11v7, 1 tick to go.
Nice job here from Cammy to slow things down, but you got the Real Metals wombo combo from the low vault about to dive into the point. Long range coverage there from the other players of the Heretics that we're in. Purge finds his. Raincore takes care of the car, takes care of Cammy. 8-6. Lovely work from Boston to manage to pull the life count back because they were bleeding out real bad. See if Real can find something here on this play. No, absolutely not. Able to get into the zone. Raincore. Fool's errand. Oh dear, Lucky as well. Starting to throw lives. It's 5-5.
Yeah, they're not even attempting to group up together as a team and work something. They're just full sending it with a prayer. And Boston happy for it. Talk about around 5v5. Boston almost playing it like they're defending B4 in a sense. And coming out on top of the gunfights. Purge might have chased a ghost earlier on, but he's on point here. We got a 3v3.
There we go. Real's in. 3v3. Tags up. Done. No trophy. Rancor, can you cover? Allow Metals to get in there. Numbers dwindling. Purge pokes from the shadows. Finds his 1v3. And Boston should equalize. Not a bad look from the Heretics. Solid attempt, but defense reigns supreme on Vault.
Yeah, that really feels like Heretics dropped the ball on that one, though. They had a sizable life advantage where they just get picked apart, able to create chaos. Maybe all is well that ends well. Still have the advantage on the tick front, as you pointed out, but Purge popped off in this round. He had 4 in round number 1. He gave you 11 there in that defensive round, and he gets the best play as well. He made it to the movies.
And just like the movies, Act 2 for both of our teams begins now. What sort of trouble will befall them? We'll find out in a moment. But for now, Boston, good bounce back. Heretics now go back on the defense. And if the stats really are that accurate with this early data we've got, it should be a good look for them. Purge, though, with low hit down through pool towards A.
Maybe just trying to be a nuisance. Someone step foot on B at the last possible second. Playing a little finesse fight. Yep, feet sticking up. That's a 5 spree. That is pressure on the B zone. And his teammates, we're here for the help of Metals. Gets a cutoff kill. And I think just shuts that door. Snoopy behind enemy lines. And he's going to have the smooth moves to attempt to get out. 1 gunfight to win in the back.
Oh!
And he just feels that timing.
Brother, he's soaring. Look at this! What a pain in the ass! Snoopy, 4 spree. He's in your backline. And he's giving you back problems.
That is absolutely unreal. Snoopy on Warzone got to be a factor. His movement on point. And this is 2 ticks. This could be 3 ticks as well on A. You're trying to flood the final second. Heretics, they're running it down.
You better go for it. Cammy, can you get 2 at this? No, what a save. Good job, Heretics. You managed to stop that one from happening. That could have got ugly real quick. Over to number 7, who's going to find a 3B here. Snoopy doesn't. Lovely teamwork there from the Heretics. They read that one, take care of business. 3 players on the inside of A now for Miami. They've got the defense covered there, and Lucky trying to set up the spawn trap once again. This is not what you want, Boston. You've had a couple of lovely looks. You cannot let them get you in the armbar.
And 40 seconds is a decent chunk of time, but you're starting to feel the pressure just a little bit. And if you're not winning the ones, well, things are going to start to heat up. You are back towards your spawn, and those 2 ticks on B mean a lot less if you're forced to go to this A zone first. Heretics might just end up dominating this round.
They're doing it again. They're doing it again. They're letting Boston walk into the trap. Look at the damage from Metals. Wow. Did he get tags on the next player? No, but he's in a position to push it. Awakening slaughtered. Metals. What a 3. Holds his lane and some. As the B zone starts to get pressure, Real from down low will be able to take care of that. Good night. Have fun. Heretics defensive masterclass.
Yeah, that is, I mean, you go from Snoopy picking up pieces. I mean, he was spotted and tagged up on the cross back into Art, kills 1, Trade should have rolled through, slams the second guy, puts all that pressure on. You get the 2 ticks on B, and you still end up getting destroyed in that round. So we are back to the seesaw effect between these 2 teams where no advantage is safe in any rounds. Both are capable of the comeback, and Metals 3K damage through 3 rounds. He's been shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got some smooth shoulders here in Black Ops 6. Again, making the most of that Omni movement, that side sprint. He's able to throw the shoulders so fast and then re-engage out of sprint. Little things like that separating players in these teeny weeny little moments. Here we go though. Tied up in the ticks department, tied up in the life department, but not tied up in the round department. Miami Heretics, the comeback is on. One more round to stay alive.
Cammy and Snoopy, by the way, always for the double chow in the hall. They just pick a different direction, but that's probably going to be the old faithful traditional opening break. Boston able to sort of bounce back after it. Kill feed certainly leaning their way, and well, I shouldn't have said it because there's Heretics with 3 in the feed. Gotta love the seesaw.
And 3 in the point as well. They are stacking A halfway. Roaring through it. Number 2 on the outside is going to double back and watch the flank though. It looks like Snoopy's made his way in. Oh, Lucky, you are a superstar for that one. Saves the boys. Here comes the finishing capture. 8 done, 2 minutes on the game clock. 25's live for the Heretics.
And Boston not even really putting too much pressure there. And they just let Rancor slip the net and get through. So Heretics are going to be wheeling and dealing with this kind of pressure. Rancor gets to dance. 3 players he's keeping at bay, and that might not last, but he at least gets Real in a position. He gets his turn. Just funneling every one of these players through. Boston are feeling the pain.
They got to get the kills a little faster than Real. 9 spree. Fully streaked out, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway through B. It's a big old stack. The Spaniards are shoulder to shoulder on the B zone. Real will do nothing here. Game. Miami Heretics devastate Boston on control.
Completely and utterly dominant towards the
eu até jogo, mas como eu tenho o meu canal agora de baixo, eu quase não tô jogando, mano. Tem o meu canal de Vasco agora aqui no YouTube. Aí eu quase não tô jogando, Rodrigo. Eu até comprei o jogo, cheguei a comprar o jogo. Mas eu quase não tô jogando. Vê se eu jogo um pouquinho hoje. É que eu, agora como é que eu faço live do jogo do Vasco, aí eu quase não jogo. Quer ver? Eu tô com esse canal aqui, ó. Cadê? Deixa eu abrir aqui, peraí. Tô com esse canal aí, né? Eu vejo lá você e o Rodrigo no Overwatch, né? Direto. Giovanni falou que desinstalou, Rodrigo. É, eu tô ligado que você... O Giovanni já gosta um pouquinho, você não gosta muito. Tá ruim o Overwatch? Mas eu vejo você sempre lá no Overwatch, vejo pela Battle.net e pelo Discord, vejo que vocês estão lá jogando. Ah, por quê? O que deu ruim no jogo? Você gostava do Overwatch? É que de vez em quando eu entro no Discord, aí aparece lá você, o teu nome e a vez do Giovanni. É, tem o jogo que pega desse jeito mesmo. Pô, mas o Overwatch eu não entendi, mano. O problema do Overwatch é que eu não entendi o jogo. Pô, aí o jogo pra você falar com os amigos, tu tem que passar de fase, pô. Nunca vi isso. Parece que quanto mais o rank, pior esses aliados jogam. Pô, mas o Warzone não tá ruim não, Rodrigo. O Warzone não tá ruim não, mano. Fizeram uma movimentação agora maneira, o jogo tá melhor, tá fluido. O que eu achei ruim nesse Warzone novo é o áudio, cara. O áudio parece que vem inimigo de tudo que é lado, filho. É, aquele dia eu tentei jogar com vocês assim, mas cara, vou te falar, não entendi nada. Tava perdidinho. Mas o Warzonezinho não tá, o Warzone não tá ruim não, Rodrigo. Pelo que eu joguei um pouco tá legal. Como eu falei, eu achei ruim o áudio. O áudio parece que tá toda hora paraquedando alguém na tua cabeça, tem sempre alguém perto. Às vezes o cara tá longeão e o áudio capta o som dos caras. Isso aí que eu achei zoadão. Tá vendo? A movimentação tá maneira do jogo. Tu sabe que eu sou craque, né, ô Marquinhos? Tu sabe que eu sou diferenciado, né, pai? Tu sabe que eu sou diferenciado, né? E você, no vídeo de dar o like aí, tu fica dando dislike. Tu é safado. É. Isso é verdade. Isso aí quem não compra o jogo do Warzone e joga de vez em quando, se dá mal mesmo nisso. Porque você vai jogar e as armas tá upada. Esse, no início, tava até menos. As armas do chão tava boa, né? Mas agora acho que já tem algumas arminhas que a galera tá usando mais. Ué, mano, deixa o meu Vascão, mano. Toma conta do teu Flamengo, jogador. Mas agora, Rodrigo, ainda tem o jogo agora, o Warzone, ele tá com um sistema de prestígio. Quando você chega a um certo prestígio, você tem que fazer tudo de novo. É pior, eu acho que ainda tá pior ainda. A sniper não dá HS até para levar, mas tem que equipar praticamente todas as armas do jogo. Não, agora isso aí mudou. Tu não tem que upar todas as armas, uma arma para desbloquear a outra não. Isso aí mudou um pouco. Agora você desbloqueia as armas, entendeu? Até um certo nível tu vai desbloqueando a árvore. Não é você upar essa para começar a upar a outra não. Mudou um pouco. E as armas agora tem negócio de nível, lendária, comum. Igual era no Warzone 1. Não, os caras estão falando, Marcão, que o time amarelo tem que atacar mais pela esquerda e o da direita tá chegando em cima deles e estão surpreendendo, entendeu lá? Ó, o cara falou, surpreendeu, fatiou, passou, ó, deitou, slidou, olhou, atirou, bobeou, dançou, deitou, pegou mais bala. Foi lá, o cara veio, slidou e tomou, e o outro ele tomou. Por isso que ele falou, entendeu? Traduzindo aqui pra você agora ao vivo, ó. Olha lá, o cara slidou, se escondeu, camperou igual você. Olha lá, aquele cara ali parecia contigo, o Marcão, camperando. Ele levou um, levou dois e tomou. Tô jogando agora Patch of Leash. Que jogo é esse, Rodrigo? Lá, o cara quicou, fatiou, passou, botou munição, foi lá, caiu, matou. Ele falou que vai pegar o look, atirou, errou pra caramba e tomou. Viu, Marcos? Ó, o Renko foi, olhou o inimigo de costa, errou tiro do inimigo. Tá igual a mira do Marcão. Viu? O cara tá com a mira igual a tua, Marcão. Não acerta ninguém. Parecia contigo quando tava jogando. Errando tiro pra caramba. Olha lá, o cara campeando igual você lá. Paradinha, não sai lá. Parece até uma estátua. Não sai do lugar. Granador. Quebrou o trofe. Pegou o inimigo e tomou. Filhão, errar o tiro nesses caras aí, tu tá ferrado. Ó, o outro, ó, varou, tiro pra lá, tiro pra cá, muito tiro. Slidou, siteou, passou, Capitão Nascimento, tomou. Olha lá, o Marcão, ó, olha lá, Marcão, ó. Slidou, camperou, jogou o trofe. Olha lá o cara camperando, olha lá o cara camperando. Tomou. Eita, errou pra caramba, hein, jogador. Errou muito tiro, hein, jogador. Na verdade, tem o meu amigo Marcão, Pinante. Aí, Marcão, o Puj tá, ó. Só que o Puj tá negativo, tá igual o teu KD, Marcão. Olha lá, ó, o Kami, KD dele, ó. 12/18, igual o teu, Marcão, parece tu. Ó, o Puj também tá com KD negativo. O Kami também KD negativo, de 12/19. Ih, tomou. O Kami tomou. Ó, o Snoop tá /1, 20/20. Opa, cadê positivo já o Snoop? É, aproveita aí e manda um pix aí, ó. Manda um pix aí. Vai pro lanche. Pagar o lanche. Olha lá, ó. Cadê negativo? Tomou de novo, puxa. Esse é o que tá mais matando, 24/22. Tomou também. Puxa, 19/23. Tá 195/163. 196, 197, 98, 99. Parou 97. Pô, Marcão, tu que tem que me ajudar, Marcão. Você é Marajá, pô. Acho que tem um camp aí. Tá de plantão? Tá bom, pô. Pelo menos tu tem emprego, pô. E as pessoas que não têm emprego? Imagina, as que não têm emprego. Acho que tem um camp, acho que foi ontem o camp que ia ter. Patch of Alice é um jogo de RPG. Sabe qual jogo que eu quase comprei, Rodrigo? É que no dia que eu ia comprar aumentou o preço, eu não comprei, tô esperando baixar. Squad. Achei um jogo maneirinho. Tem um colega lá do trabalho que ele tem o Squad. É de tiro também. Dá uma olhada pra tu ver depois. Squad. Tinha porque tava na promoção, eu ia comprar, tava R$34. Aí quando eu fui comprar já tinha acabado. Aí agora ele voltou o preço dele, acho que tá 130 e pouco. O Luke é o que mais joga, ó. O Luke é camper também. O Luke é camper. Miami RX. Boston Bridge. Fornecimento Monster Energy. O time do Hits ganhou. RX ganhou. Miami RX ganhou do Boston Bridge. Os caras vibram, né, filho? Call of Duty League. Mapa 5.
Takes his stance on Islam, but he showed a willingness to compromise. Some of his most controversial ideas, such as a ban on mosques and the Quran, were put aside, and his priority began to lower the number of non-Muslim immigrants that arrive in the Netherlands. He advocates treating the Netherlands as unattractive.
Ah, o maluco tem muita movimentação, né, mano?
taking inspiration from Denmark, US structured border controls and less involvement for a year. The Netherlands is becoming increasingly polarized on issues like immigration and Islam, as Geert Wilders has contributed to this divide. But he also helped bring the debate to the political mainstream, and that's a fundamental step towards solving these issues. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more.
One man. Cammy getting well animated there in the player camps as well. And he's absolutely just hit the fan that round. That's totally fine. Lucky. What? Nice shots. And the fade away. Purge. No, Snoopy, don't do it. Snoopy, no. Oh, he gets the kill.
That's such a cheeky spot coming in from Lucky. So, yeah, dialed in for the repositioning, and Heretics almost certainly going to get on the board.
Here we go. This is a 1v3 for Awakening. No ace. Snoopy got that other kill. Oh, he didn't see any toes. Oh, he might have seen a shadow. Oh, the timing is just unbearable. You can get the Real free. Oh, no, it's not free. What was that? Free. Not free. As free as a bird as he flies. And yeah, watch out for this one. Play's still on. He might get caught. Checks it. Oh, no way. 20 seconds. Real, I mean, it's so hard to kill.
Yeah, he's just wasted so much time, and good shoulders being thrown. I was thinking Awakening might be able to isolate a fight, but Real, I mean, he was quite literally everywhere in that round. So solid work and just good reaction time.
Oh my god, that was so fun to watch in third person. Real just diving, literally diving. You get a couple of tags and they just see his shoes soaring through the air. You're like, yeah, I'm not getting this. Tough customer to handle. Awakening, not enough of a Karen to deal with that moment.
Sure.
Actually, no, it's the other way around. If Real's the tough customer, he's the Karen. There you go. What a Karen. There you go. We're working on this. We're workshopping it live, folks. Awakening holding down that far left-hand side of the minimap all by himself, and now it's over to Snoopy, who manages to once again in and out. The hit and run complete.
In and out the exact same route, and once again, they just want to push it straight through the front door, so repositioned. Or never mind, they're up top, actually. Those are steps they just walked up, but that's a lot of hallway control. And if Real jumps on this, oh, thank God he doesn't.
He's so dead. The whole Boston Breach firing line there.
Yeah.
The whole gang. Look at them go. It's no tea party. It's very sneaky. Infiltrate the bomb site and plant the bomb. Here we go. Don't disturb that man. He's having a snooze. He's having a nap. Purge. Careful, love. Big advantage, 2v3.
And this is man advantage with Boston. They have not dropped the ball in these types of situations yet. We'll see if Lucky and Real can pierce the setup. Lucky's waited for Real to get in position. He cleared out white steps. You know they're in the back, and that might be a freebie. Lucky's able to catch one. Real gets the intel on the next two.
Time to go. Real's trying to make it happen. 20 odd seconds to go here. Here we go. It all comes down to Awakening. They know where he is. They know where he is, and he's been gunned. Real. Patient looks. And there it is, folks. The defuse Dunsky. Forspree as well. We're close to an RC car.
That's a super solid clutch as well. Shout out to the caster curse. My bad. I'll take that. But Real just catches Cammy. Sort of the island player situation in that moment away from his team. We saw him do it just a few rounds prior when they're going for the B-bomb plant. This time Real heads up about that moment, and then him and Lucky, I mean, frankly, just getting gifted a few different kills players, flying from the top ropes, and Lucky just in prime position, so the patience pays off. Another patient round for Heretics, hanging out in their spawn, waiting for an overcommitment from Boston.
I wonder if Boston, I mean, are they the team to overcommit like that? You maybe like an old Snoopy play, but I don't think that's going to happen these days. Yeah, Purge is going to cut you apart. A lot more methodical. Trades there. Real, he's taken a lot of the map.
Real should have a freebie. Real's going hunting. There it is, 3v2.
And he's still out and about. Lucky to back him up. Saw one. Oh, that stun is very, very helpful indeed. In the meantime, Raincore chilling. Is his controller disconnected? No, he's still alive. He's letting Real just take this round on his own.
Yeah, it's Real playing in a 1 versus 2, and I guess Rancor just is waiting to something to happen. But Boston, in the meantime, at least starting to take space. But yeah, he's coming from underground. This is going to be an interesting timing for this 2v2.
He's like, oh, the whole map, I've got him. I've got the B-bombs. Like, go, bro. Take the route. There's the plant. Oh, Real. Snoopy makes it 1v1. And he's dancing, and he's moving, and he's grooving, and he's going all the way around. He's got time.
Oh, hello.
Dios mío.
How far is Snoopy willing to go?
With he and Real. Ants in their pants. Snoopy with the longest clutch. You may see a route that God only knows paid off for him. What a round. It's 4-2.
I mean, this is, I want like a heat tracking ability of like the space these players have taken. Real's getting active for his team. He's getting behind enemy lines, but Snoopy covers the entirety of this map for the 1v2 and just able to clutch it. And I guess Real, the man who originally got behind enemy lines, just completely stagnant. And of course, just unlucky that Snoopy was able to catch him, but that is just the beneficiary of Peeker's advantage, effectively, right?
Yeah.
You're the man moving. You got the motion.
He's got the movement in him. Attacking around for breach. Both attacking the defenses have been sound. Another deep defense here from the Heretics. Buzz buzz. RC out. It sounds like it's below Snoopy. Stack up, send it. Oh, beautiful work. Tracer there, and it's Rencor, the man who comes out on top. Awakening has to disengage. CQB battle there does not work out for Boston Breach. They are down a man now, trying to recover the bomb.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is bomb down, and it's 2 AR players. You don't have to go anywhere.
Rencor gets himself another one. This is for the ace.
Vacilão.
It's his.
The last guy did. He was left with one shot, but like, we gotta play some SMD challenge, boys. Like, these are not good setups. I don't know what anybody's doing. You get bombed down, you're against the 2 AR players of the other team, and you just, I mean, you give it
S&D is pretty good. Obviously, we lost like round 11 and stuff, but that's definitely one of our best modes. I think we're like pretty confident in all of them, but if we got to clutch up in S&D, we will do it. So.
And when it comes to S&D, Snoopy, who is kind of like the leading voice, or are you all just kind of hot potatoing who's making a play call, doing what at the beginning of these rounds?
Yeah, I mean, we all kind of like give our ideas or what we're feeling in the moment, but definitely Purge steps up a little bit more, like calls the plays, what he's feeling, and then we just kind of follow him up. Or if someone else is just like has an idea, like we just follow it up. It's just kind of feeling the vibe, you know?
Oh yeah.
Snoopy, I feel like people are finally seeing what we all expected when you came over from Mexico to pursue this. You've been absolutely lighting it up in these matches so far, sitting at 2-1. What's the biggest difference from your rookie year last year coming into this year, man? Because you look like a totally different player, full of way more confidence.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, definitely last year was pretty tough. Our record was really bad. We didn't qualify for champs, obviously. A lot of things happened, but you know, we move on. I definitely learned a lot last year. Not the way I wanted it to go, but you know, sometimes you got to go through hard things to kind of just learn from it. So I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful to be here with this team. Shout out Boston, and yeah, I'm just excited for the future. Just keep going and do better than last year, obviously.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's get it.
As Rambo Ray once said, losing is learning. You guys learned a lot last year. It's good to see you teaching somebody once in a while. Snoopy, before you go, final question for you. Favorite part of Black Ops 6?
Favorite part? I mean, I have to say the movement, the Omni movement, you know, and yeah, probably that.
There we go. Well, you look good doing it, my guy. Congrats on another win tonight.
I appreciate you.
That's Boston with our third win, but it is the holiday season, and we have another gift for the fans at home. What's coming up, Alley Cat?
Optic Texas takes on the Vanguard Surge. See you after this.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League. Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Scrap follows up with another one. It's all going to be on to Brezzy now to make the play, and he can't do it. This is dominant from Ultra. Scrap just stood up, celebrated, took off his headset. You got another round, bud.
He's locked. He said, my bad. Oh, we got Fame here. Fame, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Happy to be here.
Fantastic interview as always from Fame. Wonderful lad.
Can they be shop scrap? No. Okay. Both in you. Yeah. I'm in you. We can do it. Nice. Ours have time.
It's sell. Make him do something.
It's 20 seconds. Nice. Come on. Good shit. One more.
Roxanne.
Mirror on the wall.
It's it to me, Roxanne.
Anyone do some breathing with me?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Just come in the bottom. I have low. He has to go top. Low.
I'm gonna help you 2 seconds. Nice. Have your OE.
It's so bro.
All right, hey, chat, watch this. All right, we got to go play the game. Let's take a look at this bad.
Will, 25 seconds left.
Now, there could be a timing here. If they rotate off of this, they might. But RC's just watching the cross. Wow! The headshot. RC's absolutely deleted. Now the shoulder in the spot. Yeah, he spotted him. He spotted him. Oh my God! Fancy again! Again! Let him know!
Obviously, like a small sample, like 2 days, but I feel like the biggest difference with him, and I told him this, was like you just seem more just confident in your game, essentially, and like that applies to like his communication, to his spawn knowledge, to like the routes that he's taking. You know what I'm saying? So like
I feel like you two mesh really well together as well. Just like the pacing on the map.
I'm not gonna lie, like
crazy.
Like obviously me and AG, like don't get it twisted, like we definitely work good together. And we won, but in terms of like how we mesh, me and Kyler, it's very like one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he
like,
can match your speed.
We're just, we're just
It's like unspoken. Like it's kind of like it just works.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
That's what's like.
Ain't that right?
Optic going through some major changes as Pred is no longer on the starting lineup. Hook makes his return to a pretty familiar jersey.
Yes.
He's been with Optic in the past 2 years. Later, he rejoins. We talked about him being a hot free agent. He gets to go up against his former team here to kick things off.
Yeah, you know he's going to want to turn up going up against the Surge. You know, the Omni movement in this game, a lot of people were talking about it early before the season started. Surely he was going to get picked up at some point, you know, either during the stage or after it. We just didn't think it would be the Optic right off the rip after week 1. So this is going to be very exciting to see Hook's debut.
Let's go to the Vanguard of the North, the Vancouver Surge. Oh, actually, first I'd like to go down south with Optic Texas. We got Kenny, Dashy, Shotzi, and Hook.
Yeah, exactly.
How good were they at Vanguard?
That's what you get. Productions on my side. They were pretty good. And honestly, when it comes to this game, though, it's going to play a lot different compared to Vanguard. You're talking about leading into the likes of Hook and Shotzi. Hook is one of the few SMGs that could honestly keep pace with Shotzi as well. So this is a good look if you're Optic Texas. And on the flip side of that, they've already shown some strengths. They fell short against Boston Breach early in week number 1, but quickly bounced back.
Nameless, I gotta say, I have been very impressed with the growth of Hook, right?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't speak when I used to watch him in the early Call of Duties. Back on the Surge, he had to take over that role of being on the comms consistently. Do you think he's going to fit in with the comms on Texas? In fact, let's now take it over to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Without Hook on the squad, who's taking that leadership role?
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, I think it's a combination. Obviously, Hicksy's a very cerebral player, so I'm sure when he gets to the nitty-gritty on rotations and things of that nature, he's the guy taking lead there. But Abuza, more than likely, is the leader of this roster. I mean, he's been backing it up with his play as well. And Control, since last year, he's been unbelievable. And the Search and Destroy, like in the series versus Toronto, I got away from them a little bit. They had the advantage in the round 11 on that game 5, which they end up giving away. But that's week 1. This is a game mode that I expect them to be very good at. And stylistically, like matchup-wise versus Optic, they're probably oddly comfortable. Like you come in, you could take like whatever it's your hard point choice and then win 2 searches. So I think Vancouver feel decent about this matchup.
Their most recent win, Alley Cat, came in a round 11 game 5 against Miami. That was just Sunday, so 5 days ago. What are you expecting from Vancouver this time around?
I expect something really, really similar. I think the series will go similar to the way that went versus Miami. I do lean Optic Texas in this situation just because even though on the side of Vancouver Surge, they don't necessarily have any headless players. Everybody will, on Vancouver Surge, will most likely make the right play, but they don't have that much of the aggression, some of that pace keeping, some of that keeping track of players on side of Optic Texas. That will prove bothersome.
Right, sorry. Let's take a look at our maps and modes here as we have to get into this game in just about a minute. Red card, Vault, Protocol, double dose. Ooh. Vault for its 18th time?
Yeah, I just think it must be the greatest map ever in Call of Duty history. Honestly, I don't think we've ever had a map be that consistent. Let's go Vault. I will say red card concerning if you're an Optic fan. We saw their first series did not go well for them versus Boston, so could be interesting.
New look Optic with Hook back in the lineup. You know they don't have a lot of reps in S&D. It's time to get to our Scuff Pick'ems, and I'm going to kick things off. I've been on a 2-match losing streak. Do we make it 3? I'm going Optic Texas. I think Hook, the nuke, makes his presence felt.
I'm going to follow my host of the year here and also go with Optic Texas. I think they take the final match of the day.
Nameless?
Yeah, I'm going with Optic Texas. Revenge game. Also, when there's a roster change, teams usually fry, so I'm going with Hook.
Looks like it's Optic across the board. Are we right? Maven and Merc, my favorite elves. It's time to get this party started.
I am a tall elf, I guess. Thank you, Christopher. Wonderful as always. And Joe, okay, obviously favoring Optic here, but right when the map pool came out, I kind of looked at you and you're like, well, I kind of like that for Vancouver at least.
I mean, yeah. I mean, let's just start with Hooch. He's gonna want to run around, and red card's a little bit different.
Get rid of a vault, get rid of a skyline.
Yeah. I mean, like, listen, this Hooch and Shotzzy duo, it's pace, right? It is pure, utter pace. They are going to run at you, very similar play styles. So yeah, I mean, I think it's very smart for Surge.
Well, we're gonna talk a lot about Optic Texas because they have a big change coming into this. You know, I think you heard something earlier. Shotzzy was kind of talking about the fact that they have gotten their best scrims in as of late, and you got to think if Pred, whatever personal issues are going on, your mind's in a different place. You're not completely locked in. They have Hook come in who's locked, and they feel like they're making some headway.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about confidence. That's sort of what we've seen in the past for players who go down to challengers. We've seen the tweets. He was putting up incredible numbers.
Yeah.
I think stylistically, great game for him. When you talk about BO6, just compared to last couple of years. But I mean, there's just going to be some big changes, right? I think what you're going to miss with someone like Fred, one is energy, right? I think what he brought, especially to Shotzzy, like Shotzi's normally he's just a chill guy, right? But with Fred on the stage or next to him, he became like this beast.
That's probably a bigger deal on land, but
correct. That's part of it, and then just consistency. I mean, Hook was a guy for a long time. It was just like, what are we going to get out of this guy? Where Fred, it was like, you knew exactly where you needed. It may have been a slower play style. Yeah. May have been around this lane, but
he was annoying to play against. He put up numbers against good teams.
They won a world championship.
Yeah. No,
so, and then on a map like this, like, Pred is very much okay with running a third AR, right? We saw it a lot of the times last year. You know, who's going to run that third AR now on some of these bigger maps, or just trying to switch up the pace of it?
Okay. And for Vancouver Surge, we focused a lot on Optic Texas, but excited to see what they're going to do. And, they made some changes, like Hook is gone. You bring in someone like Hixie, who is, I don't know, the utility man kind of for the Ultra team back in the day before Challenger. Like, he wasn't putting up 1.2s, he was putting up 0.8s in there alongside Kleenex. You maybe lose a little firepower in trying to play the game the right way. They have a system they want to play to. This is just one of those tests, like, even if you play the right way, do you win enough fights to actually win?
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. I think no matter what, Surge is going to be a tough team to beat. Yeah, just because the way that they play, I think is going to be the correct way. They're going to be great in all 3 game modes. But yeah, this is when you look at guys like Abuza and 04 to really step up. To show that like they are young players to invest in.
Yeah, and well, Abuza is the guy who probably think the most has that like superstar potential. Like,
no doubt.
He is a wild talent. Well, he's starting out 6-1. He's on 3 straight. They've got a little lead here early on, but behind the car, Shotzzy and Hoop, they'll take out 3, and they'll be set up here into our second hard point as Surge looked up to try and get this break. Abuza, no luck in that fight, but Hixie will be able to pick up the scrap.
Well, I talked about the ARs. All 4 of them have ARs right now. Is who's going to find another one? But some time over to Nasty. I think this is a guy last year on Deeves who just really stepped up, and when he was playing consistently, they were... Yeah, really tough team to beat. He just showed that he can play with the best of the best.
Yeah. They made an incredible run at the end of the year. And that old Surge roster, I know they fell short kind of at champs, but they had a couple top 6 runs. They were really starting to improve. You started to see things click, but God, they've got a tough test today. Hook was on 5 straight before he dropped. You love to see a great start out of him, at least statistically. But now we focus on the rotation across the map. It'll be Optic in first. But you've got numbers here if you are Surge. A chance to collapse. What can Shotzzy do? He's able to spawn one of the backs, so he's got a little bit of help coming through. Then picking up part of that push was Dash. He ends up getting 3. So where you had numbers for a moment, that falls apart, and now you have a 3-on-3 fight here towards the point.
Nabuza just laying up top. Kenny thought he saw him. We saw him with the X-ray. But yeah, Spawn's going to be a little mixy on this hill. Dashy was able to find 3 in the middle of the map, but you're right back to it is Surge. That's Hixie. Gonna throw that stun, but Dashy finds another multi.
Yeah, it's you spawn on the back, then you spawn on the back, then you spawn on the back, because they continue to fight forward. Dashy, though, with the pistol, now up to 12 and 6. He is erupted, by the way. I said Hoop was leading all players when he had 7. I think you had like 5 or 6 on Dashy, and then he goes nuts in that sequence.
Yeah, I mean, this is just sort of those moments we're talking about with this Surge team, right? When Dashy is going off, when Hook is going off, who is going to step up and win some gunfights? Big double there for Hixie on rotation over towards P4, because they were trapped back garage. Now with 5 seconds left, you get it 3 dead. You have a big one-on-one with Shotzi. He's trying to play his life towards the stage side. Hey, Surge in a good spot to find some time.
And we saw with Hixie, we talk about him like he's, kind of going to be the cerebral player, do the dirty work, blah, 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 blah. But we saw him versus Ultra. Like, he was kind of matching well against his former teammate Kleenex. Like, he was putting up numbers. You saw the ability to do that, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he had to do for the Ultra team, right?
Yeah,
and let's not forget they won a major.
Yep.
They, he was a runner-up in a world championship. This guy knows what it takes to play with the best. He just didn't get on a team last year. So another situation where you go down to challengers, focus on yourself a bit, you're in another situation.
Get a little
on a
chip
pro
on
team.
your shoulder.
No doubt about it.
5 straight for 04. Dialing in number 6. He's able to do that onto Dashy. As it was Dashy with a big run. Now it's 04's turn. He's got everybody in front of him. He's just cutting him down, centering a little off with the next fight, so he can't continue the streak going there. But down 25 currently is Optic Texas. As there's a contester on the point trying to shoot off his toes. Nasty, really nothing left in the magazine, trying to reach out. He's able to finish off the kill there and, well, soak up the final couple of seconds.
Well, and that just starts again from the end of P3, right? With 10 seconds left, they're able to get that flip that sets them up there at stage to give them this lead. As now both teams vying for control, but it's going to be 3 dead in the feed. Yeah. As Shotzi and Dashy, well, actually able to find all 4. The Shotzi just roaming throughout the middle of the map with his AMS. Picking up the shots and now opting with a great setup here, and Surge is not finding kills.
Yeah, you need to answer this hard point. They're doing exactly that. They found every single kill in the last 15 to 20 seconds. 04 finally gets 1. Nasty to follow it up as well, but it's very clean and comfortable time for Optic Texas early in the hard point. Now it's your chance to battle in if you are Surge. Hoop takes himself out. His teammates bounce back with a couple. Nobody inside of the hard point, at least for now, but some quality beams there out of the beam man and Dashy.
Yeah, he's up to 17. 10 seconds left, and there we go. Yeah, what, it was 84 to 50? Right at the start of that hill, and, at P5, where normally it's a little bit mixy or you're not finding a ton of time, they get a 4 dead. They set up a trap a little bit, and now Optic take the lead.
Yeah, I know. They got a 4 dead, then like another 4 dead off the back of that. Like, there was some breathing room between them and the hard point. It was really well done, but it's kind of been a trading of blows. Somebody has a great hold, answer with a hold after that, and back and forth we go, and a reason why you're looking at basically a tie game. But as we get into our second set, there'll be nobody in the hill for now. On another streak, though, is Dashy. It was 5 before he dropped. Crisp headshots there onto the stairwell heady. Immediately after that, it's basically all Surge, though, that find kills. And there's nobody really near the point right now.
We're going to be talking about game time. Yeah, we're going to be maybe talking about game time here. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Yeah, both these teams are playing. We're not seeing a sub, right? Like when we casted Thieves, and that's when Hydra set up, well, the record was beaten, but he was just roaming throughout Ticket, being annoying, pestering. No one's really doing that. 04 does have one out, but it's been all about the ARs on this map, and what that does is, well, it's going to slow everybody's pace down.
What was that one last year? It was Optic versus Vegas. Remember, like, Karachi? Like, that crazy one where, like, dude, no one got the hard point. Like,
yeah, I forgot about
all the fights were, like, around the hard point. It was insane. It was like one of the
weird one.
It was one of the weirdest ones we've ever casted, but we still have 2:18 on the play clock, so not going to be...
I mean, we got 100 points.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to come into play. It's definitely coming into play.
I was about to say, like, maybe not yet, but no, you're right. Like, it definitely is going to come into play. Hook, who started really strong with like a 7-4 or so start, kind of slowed up a bit then, but it's been all the Dashy show. Hook, though, trying to show off his movement now. It's a boost, so that'll line him up. We go right back over to a weak Dashy, staying up with the tractor, trying to finesse for an angle. Finds it, wins it, will be quickly traded. And what, 15 or so seconds remaining here. As we'll get ready now for our next hard point. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that top middle of your screen as the play clock will certainly likely come into things.
Yeah, it's just a product of the map. It's a product of the map and the spawns. I mean, somehow on our biggest map in our map set, you spawn on top of each other on a number of these hills. So yeah, it's just tough to find hill time. I mean, simple as that.
There was really just the one hard point, but they got 4 dead and 4 dead again. That really had
P4
like
and P5. Outside that, it's just been contest.
We'll see. This is a hard point. It definitely ends up being a lot of that. We'll see if that'll be the case here. 2 in front of Abuza, at least able to take down 1 before he drops. Hixie, his turn, trying to fight. Vancouver for Surge, currently up 6, fighting hard here at the hard point, looking for a win in map 1. Let's go to listen in with Vancouver Surge.
I'm gonna go out, you three go out. I think like, you three go out. That's one. Wait, with me. I think every time, one guy's close out, you play time, one guy's deep, right? They didn't. One time. Only one. Don't try. Reach out at Kyle on the bus. Still on the front bus. One. Shot on bus. That's my pizza. I'm next time. I need a pizza. I thought P2 in. He's small P2. P2. Dead. I got one. I'm playing that shit. The window's one shot. I'm one shot going breaks again. Watch out. Big. Dead on only one. Nice. Goes across. Dead. P2. You need that. I'm crossing the time. He's there. I need a P2 cross. Tyler dead. One cross. One break. Big. Give me Dashi. P2 dead. Shit, 3. Okay, I'll stop by this side. On this side. He's on this side. Go this side. One big. You wanna push too? Big. One in. He's P2. P2 got it. I'm one of big. P2. Yeah. Go on you. Break some mid. Let's go. Okay. What is he doing? He's hitting you out. That's fine. Go on there. Yeah, phone time, Shoji. I'm flanking base in you guys, okay? One shot in. Nice, shut up. I'm flanking base in you.
Basically a 150-150 game, under 90 seconds on the play clock. Let's hear the comms on the other side. To Optic Texas we go.
I have outer. I have outer. He goes outer. It should be garage. Look at the garage. He's outside. Yeah, he's camera. Camera, I'm playing close. They're gonna be close. I'm running outer, last guy. Really got it. Paper. We're here.
I got time.
Outside
They're gonna be on me lights, probably.
I got it. 4 camera, 1 HP.
Shit on. Probably hot, Nasty. Hixie, I mean.
What could come out?
I have it. Too dark.
What's that dark?
Another one. Charge.
I'm one. I need help. Dark on me. I'm on it. Dark on me. Dark kicks you.
Philly. I'm hard like this.
I got time. I got it. I remit.
They're gonna beat me Sage, but I'm gonna fucking play for it.
I'm outside at least. Mid, one shot mid. Alright, I got one. Another guy going jump blast to their pillar.
One is
their pillar. I got one. Look, they're street. He's going outside. Yes, sub. That's a one shot Hixie on top. Can I be time?
One guy's on you. One guy's on you.
Big go.
Challenge big low.
Big go. One shot Nasty. Last guy. I'll get time. I'll block.
Yeah, no, they're Essies. 100%.
Yeah, they're crossing you right, Kelly.
Lead building for Optic. The comps sound good. You can tell these guys got some history with Hook.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I was a little bit curious because last year, like, Hook was that. Like, he was the motor mouth on Surge last year. And, you know, maybe these guys just want him to calm down a little bit. No doubt about it. Every team is going to have different preferences. But, yeah, they sound good. And, again, they just keep finding 4 dead. And they're just converting it into hill time. Now they have this 40-point lead.
No, they found 4 dead, like, right as a hard points flopped twice. And it's led to a significant amount of time. But it's still... It's in reach for Surge. They have a chance to do this, but we're on Shotzi's POV for now. He's going to be held outside the windows. A Booza gets the kill. That's all he's going to pick up. Is as the next hardpoint pops once again, it's like a 3-4 dead scenario for Surge, where you're going to have to fight for the outside in. There's one split spawn that comes in. That's Nasty, who's going to pop on the other side of that. They're able to pick it up before too much damage is done, but now it's kind of a foot race towards the hill. You're trying to apply pressure if you're Surge, but all of the kills going the way of Optic Texas. They're 30 points from the victory.
I mean, Dashi has just had some monstrous multi-kills. Has another one there where Hixie just trying to get on the time and break. You do get through. That's what he's got 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the hill, 37 and 28. But now it's about this rotation. And well, Kenny's gonna win one with the AR on the 04. But Surge, they're still alive. 35 seconds left, 20 seconds left on this hill.
Yeah, this is why you needed some clean time here to get back in this. Because if you're down like 50 plus with 34 seconds on the play clock, like you're playing against 2 win conditions. It's gonna be so tough to do. But if you can get this within 10 to 20 points, not stress as much about the play clock, and just fight for this victory. Ample opportunity to do it. They're getting the remaining time there. They're going to be down, what, around 15 points as our next hard point pops. This is where it could be an absolute mess with the spawns, but you've got it early for Texas. What do you see on the map?
Well, you're going to see Hooch. He actually spawns up, like, you know, a couple of seconds before the hill pop, so he creates a natural split. There was someone on Surge trying to find it, but now you're going to have everyone surrounding this hill. Nasty, though, able to pick it up with a nice trade. Hixie so. And if you're Optic, you're just trying to keep this messy with 25 seconds to go on the play clock. But you see, Nasty on 4 in a row, made it 5. The headshots are coming in. The garage spawns are coming in. Surge in a great spot to win map 1.
This is like the cleanest this hardpoint's been, too. Like, I figured they were in trouble because it'd be so much of a contest fast, but now Vancouver Surge go out in front. Hixie tucked away in a corner, at least able to take down one in the trade there eventually. Onto the second and a third. Hixie making plays. 10 seconds remaining on the hardpoint. 16 away from victory. Hixie finally gonna fall from that fight, but as you take a look at the minimap, who's got rotation and X? It's 2 members, make it 3 from Surge.
Yeah, Shinchum down to 10. What kind of play does he find? You see number 5. He goes all the way on a route. He's gonna have his spawn on him as well. Shotzzy will spawn with him. He's able to find one. Are they gonna expect Shotzzy to be here? That's gonna be the question, and he is. Nasty goes on a 5 in a row, then picks up that double. 1 second to go, and Surge able to clutch it out on P3 and P4.
Woo! And I'll tell you what, dude, that P3, like, if that's a bit messier, you said Optic have to make it messy. Like, they've burned some more time on the play clock there, or just, it couldn't be that clean. The fact that they're able to get the lead there with basically no time off the clock, if you're Vancouver Surge, you suddenly are in control. But when I'm seeing, what, 20 or so seconds of the play clock, you're up 20 to 30. I thought maybe they'd be all right. Not the case, though.
Yeah, I mean, Optic, you know, at the P2, you saw them start to work through the middle of the map, and they were trying to flip the spawns and get out there, and they did. It's just they lost those initial fights, and then Nasty really pops off there. But you're going to have some big numbers. 45 for Abuza. I think that's the record now as well. So, like, yeah, Abuza goes off. We just talked about him. 42 for Dashy on the other side. Well, it's a long one.
What did we literally say at the beginning? It's like, who's going to be the person that matches the firepower on the other side? Abuza. And yeah, he puts up a monster one. Basically toe-to-toe with Dashy on the other side of it, but you get a good effort out of the rest of the guys. Really, I know Hixie gets slammed a bit, but they win the map, right? Like, they win the map. And he had some great individual moments. You saw one with like the triple at the tail end of that. He had a couple big multi-kills earlier in the game, but ends up being a 23-point map and a hell of a map 1 to start this series.
Yeah, I mean, Hasty does it. I mean, Kenny's the same thing on the other side. And, you know, Ken's a guy, you know, we've seen throughout the years where, you know, he's going to be the leader for this team, right? He's creating this system. Obviously, Tyler now is coming into this. Who's coming into play? And he at times can be making sure that everyone else is in the right place, right? And it can be tough as an IGL or making sure that where we need to be.
It's sort of like, I don't know, yeah, he's that guy doing a lot of that, and then it's like, give me the Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that, like,
Sunday at Atlanta, he's like, all right, now it's time.
And normally with a player like that, he's going to get better as time goes on because that system's going to be into play, but we're at day, I don't know, 2 or 3 with him.
So it's a lot.
It's a lot. There's a lot. It's tough to, you're going to be in different spots you're not used to.
Well, even if it wasn't just Raven Hook, it's still early in the title, right? Like, there's still a lot more pressure, I would think, on like an IGL-type player. When you're early in the game, Hixie, this is where he was able to get 3 late in it as Vancouver Surge are able to clutch up. I mean, Dashy, the monster map, nearly 3 minutes in the hard point. Much more balance objectively on the other side of you. And basically the entire team, it looked like with a minute. When you look at Vancouver Surge, you can see how fired up they are. They know it's a big map 1 victory. And for Optic Texas, I mean, listen, you've had a couple days with the guy. You know, you're going to have some slip-ups. I was curious how the communication would be. The communication sounded really solid. You're just going to get better and better.
Yeah, I mean, so Vault was open. They didn't pick Vault. Opted to go for Protocol here for map 4 if we get there. But yeah, just taking a look at the hardpoint sort of vetoes. Like, again, like a red card hardpoint, it's just like someone like Hooch, he's going to want to run around with the sub. You put on a map like that where there is a lot of chaos, right? Plain and simple, just due to the spawns. And yeah, when you're at day 3 as a team, that can be difficult to deal with.
No, it certainly can be. But listen, he's going to get acclimated. Shotzzy talked about the scrims have been improving, honestly, with him on board, and as they're just working to get better and better. I'm excited to see how it's going to work out, but it's an insane situation. You know, you find yourself in the world. Dude, think about the last couple of years. Like, what, New York win the World Championship? They drop Priest, they make a change. Then Optic win. Now this happens. Like, you suddenly are looking at a different roster 2 weeks into the season. Like, it's wild.
No, it is. I mean, honestly, for like Optic, it reminds me of, like, you know, the Vanguard year. They win the Major 1, and then Illy's thumb comes into play, and there's all those changes. It just feels like, well, they had one smooth year last year, and then stuff gets crazy again.
And like we were talking about, you got to think, listen, there were times where we talked about this team, like Optic, just as an organization lacking leadership over the years, we thought. Just times where when things were rough, like who was going to kind of be that guy? Like, I got to think, like, Kenny is kind of perfect for this type of stuff. But it is more pressure to him, like, and what he's trying to do in the system he wants to play in. But I feel like having a guy like Kenny has got to help anything like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
I know we're big fans of Ken.
Yeah, it's just gonna take some time, and I think just in a moment, a match like this, he individually just has to kind of focus on himself right now.
Okay. We'll see if he's able to do that as we get deeper into it. But we will head now to our search and destroy. We'll keep it on red card. Offense first to Surge as they try to get a 2-0 advantage in this best of five. We'll see how they start this build-up. For now, everyone taking their time, looking for these opening picks. So many spots to clear on this map.
Yeah, and this is one where you're Surge. You're just hoping to find a map win here, right? Just team brings in a brand new player. You should have a lot more S&D reps than them. So where are they going to try to go early in this offense? And 0-4, potentially with a first blood. Instead, it's a nice bait and switch from Kenny and Shotzi.
Really, really well done. It was Shotzi with a jump peek that kind of spotted him there. Then they worked to isolate him. They do that perfectly. Nasty takes a tough fight against Dashy on the heady with height. Hixie trying to move his way in. Get the angle. He'll get himself a freebie there. So Hixie gives him a chance. Maybe we're under 30 seconds now to go. Abuza's been spotted. He's getting wall banged. He is a bullet, just still alive with 20 HP, but the bomb plan will come through. And now you couldn't be further from each other if you're Vancouver Surge. How the hell will this play out?
Yeah, they want to hunt down Abuza quickly, and there we go. They collapse on him, and now it's all down to Hixie in a 1 versus 3. So yeah, they just had to make a decision. Not allow Abuza to get out of there. It's exactly what they do.
Or let him get one. He gets one. This is much more winnable for Hixie.
No, definitely not.
I'll say he somehow snaps perfectly there, maybe, but nah. Second player was there to pick it up. Time for the defuse, and they'll take that first round. But yeah, good job isolating Abuza, making sure it doesn't get too crazy as Hook staying active on the map.
Yeah, and I mean, Kenny and Shotzi just, yeah, they find that first blood. Right, you saw 0-4 just start to work up those stairs, start to peek that bomb, and they just have an idea. Let's go hunt a little bit. Had a good idea. He was in that corner, and yeah, you saw the shoulder, the jump peek, and then Kenny slides on through.
Good job just getting info and playing behind it. But it's kind of refreshing, this map at times, just for like search, based on, I mean, dude, just Skyline or sometimes Vault, like it just hit it.
Rewind, yeah, I mean, all three of those really have it.
Just slowing
Protocol as well, yeah, this is the only one that
kind of feels like
an S&D map.
Yes, feels like an S&D map. It's a good way to put it. Abuza, he was shooting absolute beams there in the opening map. He falls up here now as he gets a first blood. So this time around, they'll have numbers. Kenny gets ripped out of it after a nice round 1. Shotzi kind of moving up to where we saw 0-4 trying to play from. As they'll work this bomb up towards A, down a man. He'd love to find a timing, but not able to find anything around that corner at least as he's spotted as Nasty's holding the edge.
Yeah, and this could come down to maybe the interaction between Shotzi and 0-4 in the middle of the map. You see number 1 and 0-4, he's going to get active. Hoot does find a pick, bomb being planted. But watch number 1, that blue arrow, there we go, starts to hit the flank in the top window. Put some shots, I think, into Hook, but Hook's alive. So now this gets interesting. And Shotzi just lurking, and now he's going to activate up top, but who is that? Hixie reads it.
Hixie gets the kill. Hook finds one at the same moment, though. So we're into a 2 versus 2, sub 30 to go. Hook just barely able to take the fight. Stays up with 60 HP. Nasty trying to find it. Just can't quite finish it off, and now time really against him. Has so much to try and clear. Finds a second player, but it's going to be too late. Texas take the round.
Yeah, I think 0-4's just got to find a clean kill on that flank. Put some shots in, but Hook's able to play his life. Regens, I mean, it was a great trade.
A mira dos caras é muito insana, Vrum. E aí, como é que vai ser o canal da filha? Qual vai ser o nome, Vrum?
Start for Hoop, 2-0 start for
Eita, tomou, filho. Tomou pelas costas, já era. Já era, pô. Optical Texas. Ó. Só no peito. Tomou. 3 de 4. Isso tá bem. Isso tá bem, Hulk. Morreu uma vez só, matou 6. Vai puxar 2 ali, ele. Ó. Ih, vai pegar um de lado. O cara correu. O cara tá mirado nele. Eita, tomou. Foi de caixa. Foi de arrasto. Ih, meteu o carrinho.
defense, and they went mid. Quick on defense, they're like, oh, let's just go be fast this time through. Shotzi able to hit that flank.
Oh, you want someone to be able to be a change of pace guy for you. Hook's probably good for that. Like,
Oh, no doubt about it.
no,
Let's hit it.
no, absolutely. It's a great one. 7 and 2. Beautiful stuff out of him there. Dashi leading the way though with 9. Brilliant search there from Optic. Just absolutely dominant. Yeah, no, that was fun to cast. It just felt very different than the rest of our searchers.
Yeah, and we talked about Ken maybe wanted to step up individually. 4 first bloods. He's up to 7 and 5 in that game number 2. And I mean, again, it may seem a lot easier, but yeah, you have a big advantage.
They did so frequently. They were absolutely dominant in that department, but that'll do it for our first 2 maps. We're tied up 1-1. We'll take it back to the desert.
250 to 227 in game number 1. Game 2, 6-1 dominance of search and destroy. Ook, welcome to Optic, Texas. Let's start with that search and destroy. What did Optic have going in their favor? What was wrong in the Vanguard Vancouver game?
It was all in creativity. I felt like it was out of Big Texas. You could tell they built up more into their offensive strategy. For me, it was like if you pay attention to the minimap, I feel like that last round was a really good example. When they pushed up over towards the B site, it was actually Dashy held back watching the flank, which isn't usually the case. Usually Dashy is looking over Shotzi and Hoop, but this time he took the back seat. He held the flank. Kenny got the first blood. They were able to lay the bomb down, and it just looks like some really good execution outside of Optic Texas.
They do a really good job, you know, the middle ticket area early on, just like identifying where the field was going to be at. So a couple strats that kind of eliminated early on their offensive rounds. They had Dashy go right side the field, like spray some shots down to advance his teammates, and he wraps back to help Kenny middle, ultimately end up getting 0-4, catching him, and then they get the first blood. You can make plays from there. So I just think Optic did a really good job, like researching, preparing for this match.
Yes.
That whereas opposed to last time we saw them, like, it wasn't the case. So I think Clint Joe, they worded it well, where it's like you bring in a guy like Hook, he's going to change the pace, he's going to be able to be aggressive where you need him to be, and in those like tight, stressful scenarios, like when they're retaking B-Bomb, for example, he's going to be a guy who thrives in those environments. So far so good for Optic.
We're not concerned about red card being an issue. I know we're only 3 matches in.
Hey, you're through 2 red cards and you're 1-1 if you're Optic, so you feel happy about your progression.
All right, well, it's time to draw some conclusions. What do you have for us this time around, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, Twitter was going insane. They were talking about the ending of that map number 1. So this one, we're going to talk about some routes and also some situational awareness, okay? So Optic kind of backs up. Number 5 is Kenny. He's sort of trapping himself here, like backing up, trying to play a cut. And this is a phenomenal route by Hixie. Let's actually zoom out real quick so I can highlight some of you guys. He is getting slammed. He is 20 and 35. The man stayed composed, though, and makes some big plays. So he goes up top here, where he ultimately finds Kenny, and then he repositions down the stairs. And he's going to stay at the stairs for a little bit. And you know that all of Optic is spawning here, right? So once again, we're going to preach layers. You're going to create multiple different layers. We see the rest of the players, they're pushing in to pick up the other angles and sort of assist Hixie on this push towards time. And you see right here, Hook spawns out, so he's a potential threat here to make a big play. Well, 3 is going to end up repositioning, turning around, and finding that kill. We're going to go back to the minimap here in a second, but for now, let's jump into it and see how this initial push works out. See Hixie goes up top, finds that kill onto Kenny. They end up getting hill control. Now, this is something that a lot of young players can learn from, situational awareness, sort of timing of the spawns. So they're going to find all these kills. Hixie goes to the stairs, like I'm saying, finds another one, and he's just slamming here in time. And they have the position, so they're going to find a majority of these kills. What you're going to see is when they get into their ultimate setup, you want a guy to be watching this, obviously somebody in the hill, and ideally, you want somebody to be controlling this lobby area, making sure nobody sneaks up and gets behind. But it's at the end of the game. It's very, very close, so they're playing tight. They're scared to really push out. So when they figure out there's only one guy here and there's some time winding down, Hixie makes a massive heads-up play, wraps back to pick up that pitch that I'm talking about, and ends up finding 2-3 kills to basically close out this time, so Optic can't win off of this hill. So just some heads-up plays, situational awareness. This is what you need to learn from if you're a young talent.
Absolutely, and like I said right before this pre-show, Vancouver Surge, they have a lot of players with their heads on straight, right? There's not many headless players on this team. It's the unfortunateness that the slang hasn't always been there, but because of plays like this, you can pull out the wind at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's where communication comes in, right? Like it gets quiet, people aren't talking, you're like, okay, they must be pinching. And you turn around and you address it. So great plays by Hixie despite getting slammed that map.
Can we mention what was happening, though, while Hixie was not laying down all the kills? Abuza set the league record.
Yes.
45 kills in the first hard point. Does he keep it up in the second hard point? We're guaranteed a game 4.
I think so.
He has to.
He's been
40
unbelievable.
plus?
I don't know about 40 plus, but I think he could drop a bomb. 30 plus for sure.
All right, we'll talk about it in the chat. For now, let's send it over to Merc and Maven. It's time to get into control.
Booza was discussing map 1, but yeah, you got to work through things in Search and Destroy there on red card. They get slammed 6-1. Now we get to vault control. It's been a lot of vault control, and honestly, it's a fun one. It's quick.
Yeah.
It's fun gas. I'm down for more vault.
Yeah. Might be the GOAT.
Yeah. That's Ant's spiel now. It's 18 in a row or whatever. It's the best ever. No, honestly, it's been a fun control map. As we get ready to hop into that, it'll be protocol.
Let's remake frequency. Let's bring back frequency.
Yeah, that'd be so good in this game. It'd be so good.
That'd be so good. I mean, it's a great control map as well.
Yeah. No.
We do gridlock. Did we just do all the BO4 maps?
Yeah. No. BO4. We had some incredible maps.
Arsenal
BO4 here.
Wow. Beautiful.
Honestly, it was incredible. What a title that was. Whew. But everybody kind of chilling right now as we get ready to hop into our next one.
I'll be honest with you. I'll even take Seaside with 4v4. That was 5v5. I'll even take that.
That's true.
I'll take it.
Yeah. A lot of incredible moments that year. We should have many incredible ones to come this year. But for now, focus on Vancouver Surge and Optic Texas as we're tied up 1-1. Just waiting for the map to start and see who gets the edge here in the control. Fist bumps out, thinking lobby is up, and we're getting ready to rip and roar here into our map 3.
Well, and now this is where you should see the pace, right? This is where you should see the SMG duo in Hook and Shotzi, right? Yeah. Coming into this series, even though they went 1-1 last week, Shotzi's numbers were dumb. It was 1.4, 1.5 in every single game mode.
Yeah.
And yeah, now you finally get off red card. You're playing some vault. You can get freaky with that SMG.
We'll see. We'll be looking for him to get freaky. Maybe take the series edge up to 2-1. They had a chance to be working on 3-0 here, but couldn't quite close out that map 1. Into control we go. We'll take a look at it from Optics POV to start us off. It'll be Big Ken leading the way in the first bloods in that map 2. Looking for the openings here from balcony. Well, spots one, but Hicksy's got his head clipped clean off. Now to Shotzi we go, trying to work in behind enemy lines. Now he's going to think about picking up spawners. His teammate's got to win a one-on-one on the point, though. It's Hook, and he's not able to do that. So you hope he wins that, and you've got a great advantage near the objective. Shotzi, though, is still going to continue to lurk, and this is his playground. Gets lost behind enemy lines, good luck.
If you're Surge, what do you do here, right? Do you leave him, or do you try to waste some time? Just the problem is, if you do not take care of him quickly, then this is going to be a problem. And while he is dealing with 2 players and he is winning it for now, but he at least allows his teammates to find 3 on the map and get right onto A.
Yeah, him just pulling 2 players there. Yeah. Stayed alive that long. Okay, here we go. Now look at the point. It's looking pretty clean. As I say that, though, it's a little flurry of kills, though, for Surge. And they only get 1 tick of progress so far. Shotzi tries to dip away into underground. Just trying to dance until the reinforcements get back, Joe.
Yeah, Boozy, though, great job. Recognizing, all right, he's going to drop out of middle, just try to hit those vault doors, get on the B, maybe pause the clock. Again, try to get lost. Speaking of get lost, C number 4, Ixie, flanks all the way through pool. Try to go inside a lobby, 2 dead, and well, there is that pinch. So, can he be the last player alive? You only have 1 tick onto A. Got to start thinking about that objective if you are Optic.
Just try to get this minute extension. Basically, well, dead even in lives until you get the advantage there from Abuza. 2 players trying to work around on the pinch again. Wow. And it seems to be working out. They pinch it, it's not picked up. They collapse around the point, and time is a dwindling. Shotzi trying to be the hero. Can he find any more? Can't get gun up in time to deal with them. Everybody falls. 4 straight on the feed. Abuza, 5 straight, 9 and 3, 6 straight. Great stuff there from Surge. I just felt like they kept pinching and pinching and pinching. It was not getting picked up well by Optic.
Well, it was just one of, I mean, it can be tough when you're on that A point, right? Like, you see it from Ken's point of view. Is it top cat? Is it be lobby?
Yeah.
You're relying on your teammates on the pinch. And then from Dashy, like, he's cat stairs watching the full flank, but someone hits a great nade right onto him. So it doesn't allow him to finish that kill. He gets shot in the back, and then the collapse happens. So, I mean, on one side, it's Optic's not stacking, so Surge can take those longer routes to find the retake.
I guess you would hope if you're not stacking, though, you can pick up most angles, but the timing was there. Well, and the nades are there from Optic Texas early. Kenny pops 2. So that's going to get them forward with the quickness of Booza trying to be the last line of defense, maybe give a little breathing room to his teammates coming up.
Hello, Blender.
That does not happen. They are immediately into the blender, as you said.
From a spawn nade to this. I mean, that is just how quickly this map can flip.
Yep. Control breakoffs are very, very important. And this is not fun for Vancouver Surge because they're getting absolutely slammed and until 04 and Nasty make a couple of plays, but we've already got a minute plus off the clock. The wheels have come off, the house is burning, and Surge is desperately trying to get forward.
It's not good when the house burns.
No, it is not, Joe, unless you have fire insurance.
Well, it's still not good.
Then you build a new house. No, still not good, you're right, Joe. I don't know why I turned it's not a positive.
That's good thinking, though, if it does happen, you know?
Yeah, true.
Always find the positives, man.
Yep. Well, Booza had that sensational 9-3 start, but it's fallen apart a little bit here as it has been a slaughter. 7, well, I'll make it 5-kill advantage for Texas.
I guess they have the take advantage, right? You got 2.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's actually insane. Like, how much they're getting slammed, they got more progress. That's actually insane. I was just thinking about the kills.
Now Shotzi's behind you again after Dashy hit some disgusting shots earlier to set this up. And you still have 1 player alive in 04. Maybe he can find a kill or 2 to get you out. And on A, there's 5 seconds left. Can Surge get there? Only 8 lives remaining. Through close they go.
Oh,
and then point one.
Just get on it. Not going to last long, though. Hoop there with the pinch. Texas with the kills, but yeah, despite just slamming them throughout the course of that round, you do have the tick advantage.
Yeah, a little different. A little different there from Opti on defense. Yeah, it starts with that nade from Ken. Well, just the entire team to get rid of that trophy. The nade then lands and yeah, turns into the spawn trap. Some great individual moments, but yeah, I guess for Surge, the moments that you did have, very few.
We're more efficient.
You at least turned it into some objective work.
And we'll see if that tick even ends up mattering, but just honestly, when you said it, I was like surprised because I wasn't looking at that. Like I was just focused on them just getting spawn trapped, and I was like, oh, good point, Joe.
You know, you got to find the wins in life.
Yeah. We're both trying our best. We get ready for our next one now. Booza with a stellar opening round.
Oh, it's 2-2, so at least it's tied.
Oh, I thought it was 1. I thought you were right. No, okay,
still, even that's great.
Yeah. I trusted you.
Trusted myself, but
Hoop's teammates dropping around him. He's just trying to find the timing, and not going to happen. Dashy sliding out will fall as well. Well, doors meet face. Kenny just trying to find some shots, but he'll get the comm over to his teammate, and he'll send it on forward. That'll be the kill through.
Well, that stun misses him. Yeah, so that stun misses him. Hixie doesn't think Kenny's there, and then it's a stun on the opposite side. So now you can collapse on A. Shotzi's getting kills. See 3 in the feed. Again, only 1 player, though, on Optic. They're playing a lot around the kills, and look what this does. So Surge, again, go on these wide routes all the way through to get cat control to try to find some angles onto the A point.
This makes it so difficult for your players inside the point trying to make any kind of progress. We'll see if there's any adjustments made, or if they can just find all the kills, it doesn't really end up mattering. Right now, they're finding the kills. Still 1 to deal with up on top catwalk, and they're able to do that. Some big gunfight wins, progress continuing, nearly that minute extension through. Lives all about square. Pushing forward will be a Boozy. He's going to take a one-on-one with a spawner. That was Kenny, so he's able to pick that up and stagger the reinforcements for Optic Texas for now. You got about 90 seconds to work with, but they still have to deal with the Boozy. Kenny just trying to find a Booza's able to take out Hook as well. Finally, Kenny picks up a Booza. So you get a player out of your spawn, but now you've got Shotzi in your base, and he is elusive.
Yeah, he is. Almost gets out of the window, but what that does again, it just allows number 5 and number 8 to come off spawn, work up the street. But Nasty, it's his turn to find the angle. Finds one, and now he's going to play his life. And, well, Shotzi right back to work. Just the SMGs, just finding the timings to try and deal with these power positions from the ARs. But the teamwork on point, the comms on point there from Surge.
While you deal with it on your side, then you still have Nasty lost on the other side of it. So it's going to make it so difficult for Optic Texas to make a play here on B. Head's got to be on a swivel. Trying to sniff him out will be Dashy in the back line. Abusa, though, he's the one taking the fights around the point. You get 3 down. Now Nasty's the only one left, and he's got to track back towards B. He's going to get caught as well as Dashy had the position. So now you've got a lot of map control if you're Optic Texas.
Oh, he looks left. He does look left. Finds the timing, and Shotzi almost finds the double. Again, though, while he's doing that, it's only 1 player on it. They must not have a trophy. To avoid the nades, player on the kills. It's 8 versus 8. You at least get 1 tick. Got 4 in the round. Surge scrambling to they try to get Dashy off the point, they finally do.
You stopped the clock for quite a while, though. If you're Texas, you might be able to take this to lives, but here we go. It's 6 versus 6. So a lot of work to do on the objectives, trying to pause the clock again. It'll be Shotzi who soars on out, but he gets dropped almost instantly. 5v5 now. Nice shots from Hook. He picks up another. No respawns remaining now for Vancouver Surge. Under 30 seconds left to go. A fight outskirts. 04 is able to take that one. Hook now in trouble.
It's 4v4.
Got ourselves an S&D round now. Just a very short one.
I mean, just look at the setup here from Surge. They are all inside of Art. So if you're Opti, maybe you put pressure on the point, but Hook goes for the gunfight instead. He's gonna get caught. Now it's over to Dashy. They know Abuza is there. 1 second, he's able to get on it. So 2 versus 2. Jenny and Dashy, they do find the second tick. So a small win there, but can they win the round? They're just gonna get on the point. The nades may be exhausted. 1 versus 1. Dashy wins it.
Oh my God, Dashy with both.
Jogou muito, jogador. Agora o cara brincou, pai. Agora o cara brincou, filho.
Washington, D.C.
I mean, good heads up play. First, I thought he was going to push in for that kill, but I was like, you gotta get back to the point. There's like a second left. He tracks back into it. Good fire over the top.
Olha lá, matou em cima, matou embaixo, logo tirou o life dele, brincou, jogou bem, jogou bem, jogou bem.
They didn't have nades. There was no tacticals. There was no frags. So basically, once you got to the point, you had the advantage with the van, right? With the position.
I mean, it's like you have like the Art high ground's great until it's like that's exactly. And then you gotta fly on forward. But a hell of a play there from Dashy, and that'll be the 2-1 edge. And well, one of the crazier control rounds we've seen so far this year. Shotzi leading the lobby right now. Abuza kind of right there with him as they're on 21 and 22 respectively. Looking for 23 and finding it is Shotzi. You got to win this though if you're Vancouver Surge to get it to a round 5. And he's just,
I mean,
he's
you're
just
trying
in
to
your
track
hole.
this guy.
He's in your hole, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, in and out too. Just popping up, saying hello, and he's out of there.
Just in and out of their hole. Now from the top row. Shotzi looking for his 5th straight. Pistol popping and hitting. About a minute left, and that's a big wave of kills there. Nasty's able to get 2 at least. And that maybe avoids them from maybe getting into a trap there. If he goes down.
26/3. Shotzi jogando muito.
Legitimately trying to figure out where Shotzi is. Do not let him get lost, because this is when he is at his best, and you're seeing it here.
Ui, não viu.
He's getting lost over and over. Finally, they're able to shut him down. That streak comes to an end. Minute extension about to come through, and despite the fact that you had some great plays there from Shotzi, you get the minute extension, and you have under 2 minutes to go. You have a 4 life advantage. You're in a very winnable situation for Burns in this round. I thought you were going to have maybe 2 straight kills there and a chance to pounce onto the point. Trying to find
you
shots.
might have. I thought he was going to get the trade there. And that would get him onto the point and then allow his teammates. But
he's
again,
gone.
He's gone.
He's gone across the map.
Through another hole.
Yep. Through 1 hole and out another. Just over a minute now to go. Texas trying to bring it back in the life department a bit, but it's not really going to their favor. It's been all Vancouver Surge, now up 6, trying to shoot off toes is Hook. Not able to do it though, and then 04 comes out swinging. The life advantage continues to grow, and it looks so good, at least from like Shotzi's POV at the beginning of this round, but it's been Vancouver Surge in control throughout it. Second tick of progress now in the works. Pressure to Optic to take this fight. Nice shot from Shotzi, getting aggressive. Good help from his teammates over the top. Nobody on the point for now.
Yeah, man, you just take your time here if you're Seattle. Still have a minute. You have a 6 life advantage as well. Just work your picks and try to bleed him out of it. I mean, this guy just flew off a statue. Dude, like what? Like who even does that?
Oh.
That guy is a sicko.
He is a sicko. Still down 4 lives though. Abuza, he's on 4 straight. He's gonna get caught though. Hook with a nice pickup.
So it was 15-9, now down to 11-8.
Yeah, I mean that's been the biggest saving grace for Vancouver Surge throughout this. Well, you had a good amount of time to work with. You also had a significant life advantage, but
now you don't have either.
You
have neither.
Yep, it's been ripped away. It's going to be a late round desperation act here for Vancouver Surge. They're going to push this to a round 5. But you got to win gunfights like that. They're not able to do it. They're dropping all over the place.
It's 9 in a row for a 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Since we talked about it, how good of a situation it looked like for Surge, and that is gone.
It is just stolen here from Optic Texas. An insane stretch there defensively. They'll take the control. They'll take a 2-1 edge. And it's all smiles there. But yeah, no, honestly, it's like, again, I was like surprised. Almost like it was just fun watching Shotzi's POV, you know, with like all the whole plays. And he's doing such a good job there. But then I look at it, I'm like, wait, they're down like 6 lives. Like, they're not really that good of a spot. Like, once Vancouver capped the point, I'm like, okay, this looks a lot better for them than I realized. And then just bit by bit, it chips away, and then it's just a haymaker comes out. And like, yeah, it was like, what, 10 straight or something without a death.
Yeah, and like the only reason maybe that's not an offensive round one is because like Shotzi's getting a pick or two, right? Just not allowing them to work the progress. So allows his teammates to a little breathing room off spawn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's when you go back and look at it. Like if you're Surge, you have to start the trade process because you have the numbers, right? 59, it's got to be messy at the end of that round.
Yeah, no, it has to be. But man, yeah, it looked good, and then it did in the blink of an eye. Optic Texas hit another gear, and they'll get us to what? A protocol hardpoint, a chance to close it out.
I mean, 26 and 9 traded kills. That is...
No, he's just...
It's dirty work.
He's just out. He just gets a kill, and he's gone. Where did Shotzi go? Who knows? Is he at the swimming pool? Is he jumping off a statue? Is he at the next map?
I don't know. The diving board. Can't find him. Looking at artwork?
Yeah. Just getting a full tour of it from his POV. The movement clean, the gunning crisp, and they were moving. But now, you know, you lost that opening hard point if you're Texas. Ample opportunity to win it, but weren't able to do it. You now try to close it out on protocol. The heavy hitter was Abuza, who set the record with 45 in the map 1. We'll see what he can bring to a protocol. And it'll be interesting. I mean, when we casted this earlier, it was really the subs that were kind of taking over. I mean, Geo was like the 1 AR really positive. Everyone else was kind of getting slammed. It was really kind of a subs haven throughout the course of that one.
Yeah, it's a very similar situation where you have to track the guy kind of in your base, right? Just not allow him to get lost. So that is going to be the key here for Surge.
Some of these maps are like, I feel like it's built for Shotzi. Like just tough maps to keep him in front of you. It is.
It's not only the maps, it's also the objects. Yeah, this guy slides behind one and he's like Houdini.
No, absolutely. One of the more elusive players we've ever had. Statistically, he has been truly phenomenal so far. It's early in the season, but putting up MVP-type numbers at least early. But what matters is getting the victories here if you're Optic. You're looking to get your first one with Hook in the lineup. A chance to close it out now with some protocol. What do you think about these two teams really in this particular map?
Well, I think honestly, yeah, kind of what we talked about just earlier. I mean, for Shotzi and Hook, can they continue to play like this on protocol hardpoint? On the other side, I think for Vancouver Surge, yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna win your rotations here, but again, firepower. You know, Hixie has struggled at times throughout this. As good as that play was that Ant showed earlier.
He was 20 and 35 when he made it.
Yeah, and then even right there, just another poor map for him. So need him to step up.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to do it. He played against Toronto, like his former team. He had some nice individual stats. He was able to make some big plays. Gonna need some of that here. Like Abuza, I know has the firepower, and he proved he can kind of take them to a hardpoint 1 win. But like, I don't know that he's gonna be setting the record every single time. Like,
well, no, I mean we're not gonna play till the game clocks 10 seconds and 250 to 240.
True.
So yeah. Not gonna happen.
We'll get ready to go to protocol here in a moment. Just waiting for the players to get it loaded up. But for all of you watching at home, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. We're early in the season. Really, we're in our second weekend. Then we've got a bit of break with the holiday stuff, and then we'll really ramp up into it with the rest of the online stuff. We have the online minors we're having as well. Getting to the majors can be one hell of a year, and it's been fun. Just like, listen, COD, there's something special about COD every year, and there's something about every title that kind of sticks with me as a commentator, something really fun, some combo that you like. But like, this has potential to be, at least since like the CDL has started, like our most fun title.
Yeah, no, I think already just in terms of
playmaking ability.
Yeah, what our players have shown with Omni Movement, with the game, it's going to be a great year.
No, it certainly should be. We just a couple more maps, like we get like a Hacienda, we get a couple more things. Like, it's not far from being an elite type of year. But as the fist bumps go out, I imagine it's just about time to get into it. Can they slow down Shotzi, or he take that playmaking right into this one?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's Friday the 13th. It's a freaky day.
I forgot it was Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we just had a freaky map. We were talking about holes, toes, and POVs. It's crazy. We are getting nasty.
I love to get nasty late on a Friday night with my buddy Joe. Whew. Listen, it's a hole, Joe. I don't know what else to call it.
They put it there.
Yeah. If I know one thing about Call of Duty developers, they love putting holes in maps, Joe. We got a big Season 2 update here on Verdansk. Hole. Got a big update on Call Air. Hole.
Love it.
I love holes, dude. All right. Don't we all? Vancouver Surge now, Optic Texas. Map number 4. Hixie looking to pick it up in the respawns. But he's also fine just doing this. Boys, I'll lay down and get the time. You get the gunny up over top of me. Unfortunately, the gunny has to back down because Nasty is weak, and Hixie is dead almost immediately after.
That's just it. And then again, just Shotzi. Now it's time for him to get loose. He's going to find a couple of kills and oh my gosh. I mean, yeah.
A little shimmy, little shake.
Oh, we felt that one.
Yeah, no, he just lost it.
Yeah, and I think I'm not even going to make an excuse for it. Screw it. I was just trying to bail 0-4 out. I think he lost some aim assist on the wall, but it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no, the strafe and hop was nasty, though, out of Shotzi. And he's finding kills off the back of that, up to 5-2. Really has as many kills as the rest of his team combined. They're up 20 seconds, and we now look at the P2. Shotzi just comes flying in like a rabbit. And finally, his streak comes to an end.
Nasty did get a split spawn, though, so maybe he can find something to get his team out through the middle of the map. Hook, though, still here. So no timer, and there we go. He's able to find one. So now Optic gonna have to try to transition and find an opening to deal with Nasty. Looks like they're able to find him, and then Hook just flying around through bottom middle are the SMGs.
Fortunately, one of the back box will catch him, but you got 30 or so seconds up here. Still a healthy bit of time you can earn if you are Surge.
Don't forget about this guy.
Optic taking some routes. He's like, I'll leave you. I'm going to make a play. Nice patience there. Gets two. Love that out of Shotzi. Leaves ones for his teammates to pick up.
I'm really waiting for an interrogation. I'm waiting for some back shots to happen.
I can't wait. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Thought maybe, but it's too early in the game.
Yeah, no, there was certainly opportunity for it. It's going to happen at some point. I hope so, at least. I'll be very upset if it doesn't. Trophy out for coverage. Nade out for protection.
Yeah, Hixie is able to work the back, so he's got the close spawns. Wins a one-on-one. Now you gotta have to get inside. Oh! Find those kills, and well, it's 0-4 and Hixie, the subs, to step up and do just that.
There are just some awkward close-range engagements this time. I mean, there always is in COD, but especially with the movement, man. Just that, like, chest bumping with the doors. Gets a little awkward, and behind it, Surge are able to get in. But 20 seconds left. Maybe you send one more push of this, but you really start to set up.
How is he doing this again?
Okay.
I mean, he's 13-5. He's on 3 in a row. He hits the pinch, and then, yeah, it's just his ability to stay alive in these scenarios. Get his team set up, but as a big 3 dead here for Surge. They set up on the money hill towards P4, and they find Shotzi.
Okay. That's about the perfect time to have a 4 dead, but like, what, 3 seconds remaining on the hard
point. They need to capitalize on this.
I mean, you're only down, well, really like nothing. You're down 8 points coming into this, so it's not the end of the world if you don't, but just due to the nature of this hard point, like, yeah, you need to. You had the setup. You need to turn this into chunk of time. The angle's there to pick up Hook. They have traded, I thought, effectively at first. Then Kenny's double and potential triple the difference. The swarm comes in on Hixie. He is suddenly surrounded. You spawn a little bit closer and you get in fast if you're Optic Texas. And there is the break with what? They get in about 35 seconds. So beautiful stuff there. That'll put them back out in front. And was Kenny's multi the big play?
Yeah, I mean, hey, guess what? You also have this guy, Kenny, who used to be one of the best subs in the world. And at any moment, you pull it out, be a great flex, and he's going to find a triple to brace P4.
It's crazy to think back to his World War II year. Like, best player in the game.
Yeah.
Sub in hand. Different player now, but still the same player in heart. Now, how much will the lead look like when we get ready for our next one as we get ready to go out towards Gum? Shotzi. Might be tough to bunny hop in this game at times, but he's making it look easy. And now our new hard point is up, and once again, Optic Texas early control. He's going to have some pressure here early, so Dashy doing whatever he can to stay up. He just wants to match his time for map 1 with a 3 minutes in the hard point, however he had, but going to be tough to do on this particular map. Spread out a little more evenly for the Optic Texas boys.
And as ugly as like the scoreboard is, again, for Surge, you're only down 30. You're just going to have to get them off this time and start capitalizing.
Well, that's how they're
these rotations.
That's how they're going to beat some of these teams. Like, I don't think they're going to outslay them by 20. Like a team like an Optic, a team like a FaZe, like it might be like an old school Red Reserve type victory, like outslay by 20, win by 20.
Well, you're not wrong, but the problem is it's just getting uglier.
Yeah. There's like a limit to how ugly it can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? before it takes a few drinks. But Optic Texas still in control. Rotating, though, will be Vancouver Surge, and they'll be here again. I mean, last time, you're in a pretty good spot, and a nice patient route from Shotzi kind of breaks things up.
Yeah, right there, Nasty was able to pick up that pin. She was the guy. Hook was the guy trying to go on that same route. You see number 6 this time, it's going to be Shotzi. I think he got through again. Number 6, he is right behind them, and hello. Hill almost broke it, but Hixie picks up the double, and there we go. They at least recover. But you'd see what the SMGs from Optic are trying to do.
Make it difficult to hold, make it a mess. Have they done enough to kind of disrupt this? They've got him out of the point for now. Last guy standing will be Kenny. He'll get in there, if only for a second, before Hixie is able to cross and cut him down. But you break up that time a bit if you're Optic Texas. Early on the other side of it will be 04. He's going to be point man for the next hard point. Optic still sending bodies at this, and, well, they're putting bodies on the ground as well.
Well, 04 did this with about 30 seconds left, 25 seconds left or so. They know, look, 6 and 7 are hunting. They are trying to find 04 because he has not been in the feed for a long time. And there we go. Who throwing the shoulders? Are you going to expect to, though, if you're 04? There's just no way you would. And that is a massive amount of time. He was just out of the play.
Yeah, no, he really was. He's struggling. Boys, I'm 8-18. I'm going to go ahead and rotate for us. But, yeah, you don't see him in the feed. You're wondering where he's at. You're coming for him, and they're able to find him and cut him down. Now you're trying to enjoy some time here. 04 trying to get right back into the fight. His teammates will be pushing for the front. He needs to try and stay alive in the back while they try to apply pressure from the front. He finally is going to push all in, spin in circles, find what he can, but still, the trades in favor of Optic Texas. Shotzi leading the way at 23. Hook on 5 straight. The subs are dominating right now.
Yeah, holy hell. This is one of those maps I'm so happy I retired. Let me tell you, just playing against these two sounds like the worst time.
Yeah, no, I just have an instant headache. That's how I think I'd be feeling.
But, I mean, this is the chance, right? You get a full 60 here. If you are Surge, you're right back into it. But last time through, they got broke.
Yeah, they got broken pretty quickly, too. Like, they didn't even have, like, one solid hold, really. That first fight.
Well,
made it an absolute mess.
Might be gone now. Guess who?
I thought he had that one, too. I thought he had that one. Shotzi does get 2, though, and it was Kenny, I think, with a double last time we were here to break stuff up. This time it is Shotzi. Hook, I thought caught, but the movement there, the gunny up in time, and he survives it with 9 HP. Shotzi says, nice play, pal, but I'm going to take you out with a friendly nade. I'll get the rest of the kills, so don't worry about it. Quick to hit the slide there, but not enough light to take the next child. But the fact is, you're about to be up 100.
Yeah, I'm already getting, like, flashbacks to, like, you know, this MW22 team. Or, well, this duo, just, like, when these two were just going off, it just...
Yeah.
It's insane to watch.
No, it absolutely is. When it wasn't working, it was tough to watch.
Correct.
When it was working, it's a blast to watch.
It is beautiful.
Ooh, Kenny, a little snap back up the +7. And after a very quick break in a fantastic... I mean, how are you going to win? If you have spawns in the hold for this hard point and you get broken every time of the first push, I mean, you're not going to win the map. You're not going to win the map.
And how many of these have we had where it's 10 kills in a row? You know, for Optic throughout this series, I mean, you just see the scoreboard for Surge. I think they're lucky to get 100.
Yeah, no, it kind of feels that way. They are getting slaughtered. We thought maybe a little bit too much talent on this Optic Texas roster for this particular matchup. It's seeming that way. As they close out the map 4, they drop the first hard point as Abuza puts up 45 in the record, but from that point forward, they do not look back. They dominate the search, they take over in the control, and they come out and spank them. They're in the map 4.
Dash is just chilling. I mean, the ARs are going to have some maps with this duo where...
But great job, guys.
Yeah, you're just going to be sitting on the hill.
Yeah.
Just sort of like, yeah, that was a fun map. I had a great time.
No, 100%. But, I mean, looking good if you were Optic Texas through your first match with Hook in the roster. I mean, I think we just knew, like, all the time he's played with Shotzi, like, played with Dashy, like, we kind of thought he'd be able to come in. He's kind of a player, you're like, listen, just do your thing, come and get out there and fry. But
hey, he did play a little bit with Kenny.
That's true. Oh, we're going back.
Yeah, we are.
That's like
Cold War for like a stage.
Oh God, I was thinking back to like, didn't Kenny like? No, he didn't play with him in AW, did he? I was trying to think of like Kenny like ages ago. No, okay. That's what I thought you were referring to for a second.
No, it's Envoy Kenny.
That's right. That's what it was. I was like, damn, that is going back. But wow, what a map 4 there from Optic, from start to finish, dominance. Outslay the living hell out of them. A group effort around the objective as well. solid series.
Yeah, and I think for Surge, you know, you win your red card hard point, obviously you clutch up, but the Surge has to be better versus this team, and it needs to be better for this team to succeed.
They need to be good across all modes.
Yeah, I think if you looked at their losses, every time they've lost Search and Destroy, they lost a match, right? The match they did win, they won both searches. So, I mean, listen, their Search has to be better against this Optic team if they want to beat them.
Yeah, and it's early in the season. Search and Destroy is only going to continue to improve, I think, for a lot of these teams. But that'll do it for Joe and I, and that'll do it for the match. To break down our final match of the evening, to the desk we go.
Optics 2-1. Hook 1-0 back in the CDL. Welcome in, and I hope he enjoyed today's matchup against his former team. Abuza had a fantastic game number 1. Outside of that, this was Optics Playground. Let's talk about what you saw in that most recent game.
Yeah, unfortunately, what happened in game 1 needed to also happen in game 4. They needed a player that could keep up with the pace and the slaying being laid in by Optic Texas, and unfortunately, it seemed like the gas sort of ran out for the side of Vancouver Surge. I mean, Shotzi was killing everything, even his own teammates at some point. And when you have nobody matching that, it is very, very difficult to win a respawn.
Yeah, I mean, a hard map for them. Optic looked great at Protocol. Some big plays. The sub duo, I thought Joe and Clint talked about great. It was like they're just going to get loose and make huge play after play. See shots, he pushing out spawns. He made another massive, probably underrated play where he leaves a guy on rotation to P2, finds 2 in the back, and just blows up any like sort of process that Surge was going through to get control. It's just tough, man. You can't match Optic in terms of talent, so you have to win your S&Ds. And for Surge, you got 6-1 on that red card, where we went into the series thinking like, hey, this is a map that they look good at. Maybe they learned from their mistakes in their last series that went the distance versus Miami, and they'll be able to clutch up. That wasn't the case. Just clearly looked a little underprepared, kind of tried to do the same strats that they did versus Miami, and it just did not work today. So a big learning moment for these guys, and I expect them to improve going forward.
Shotzi with the casual 2.0 and a minute of hill time. Not a bad game for the SMGs. Everybody finding some success down in Texas. Vancouver now 1-2. I was just looking. Their next matchup is against Boston, who is currently 2-0. Are you worried for Vancouver at this point?
I'm not too worried for them yet. I do think they're going to figure out their search. That's the reason I'm not that worried about them. And they already have a win. And like you said, they're going up against Boston, who have been great, but they can beat Boston. We've seen Boston make some mistakes. So I wouldn't panic yet. If they fall in that series, though, and it's bad, then maybe it'd be time to push that.
If you're playing against Optic, you should be a little bit worried because they are looking flawless on Protocol, and they're even winning the other map that's used in Control. Vault. Let's take a look at our scuff play of the game. It's Dashy clutching up. Take a look at this one. Alley Cat. What was Big Bruce doing here in the final 15 seconds?
My God, there's 12 seconds on the clock. It is literally ticking. And again, pay attention to your map. That's going to be number 8. Dashy has been making play after play. What's crazy about this is that he's usually the main slayer, but he has been icing it up when it comes to these moments. I mean, he's in a 1v2. He's stopping the clock at 1.3. How are they not double-chelling him right now?
No, they're tweaking. I mean, earlier they should have been up top, right? They let Dashy get up behind enemy lines, and then he slides the point and just slams them. Like, you had time to reposition and go up top, but Dashy making a massive play while on the objective. Omni movement, backslide, slammage, and I don't even know what was said in the comms, but it must have been great.
Optic giggling at their opponent's failure. You love to see it. It's all smiles down south, and that is going to be the end of tonight's show. But first, let's rewind and show you what happened at the start of the show. Arguably the best hard points of the entire CDL happened today. It happened at the very start when we saw LAG face off against LA Thieves. If you've been watching the CDL for a few years, you would know that LAG always wins the Battle of LA. Not today. Not against this super team.
Not today. This is a very difficult team to have to go up against, especially because Gentlemates has been showing kind of a slower start in our opening weekend. But honestly, I'm really happy that they played up to their competition. If there's any series to go back and watch today, it would 100% be this one. There was kill records being broken back and forth, and honestly, it was a banger.
You know, it might be weird, but I kind of come away from this series being like, LAG are going to be fine. Gentlemates are going to be okay. They lost both the hard points, and it was super, super close. Thieves, I mean, at the end of these games, just making some massive plays. Scrap had a ridiculous performance on the Skyline. Like, I think he had like 40-some kills, so the kid's still gunning people left and right. But, Gentlemates, I think you're comfortable about this performance. Despite being 0-3, you know you can hang with the best.
What's going on in that tweet?
I don't know.
Are those trophies? A few golds? Some silvers?
Yeah, my eyes are real bad.
No, I'm an old man.
But it looks like Paco, and it looks like it says the king.
Yeah, he's been used before by some other brand, by the way. Let's take a look at a rebranded subliner squad now, Cloud9 New York. And Mac, well, he's rebranding as a main slayer. The guy shut down the opposition when Rocker was trying to rotate in the hard points, topping the leaderboard when it came to KD.
Yeah, Rocker was not able to pull out a miracle comeback this time, and this is the Cloud9 that we've been hoping to see. Their respawn started off a little bit shaky, they end up clutching it in the end, and then they have a really, really strong skyline off of the back of a 27-19 map. So if you're a Cloud9 fan, this is looking extremely positive moving forward.
Nameless, you have to think, though, if Minnesota, you fall 250 to 227 game one, then a 6-5 game two. If they don't go down 0-2 at the half, do they win this series again?
Yeah, it feels like they would have won it, right? If they win that round 11.
Yeah.
Right? And they clawed back in a big 1v3 by Nero. Estriel today, way better, by the way. Like, he was balling. And, you know, there was some, I mean, it's just Call of Duty. It's going to happen like that sometimes. Mac made a huge play at the end of that protocol. Crimp makes a big play in the round 11 on the Skyline Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
Minnesota, hard-fought series versus some talented players. It is what it is. You're 2-1.
Boston entered the day 1-1 after upsetting Optic in their first matchup. Boston fell in a tough battle against Toronto. Now you're going to see them matching up against Heretics, dominating a quick 2-0 start. I say dominating. They're actually trailing in most of the games throughout this series. But Boston kind of fell apart in the middle of this series. It wasn't until that Game 5 search that they truly woke up. Snoopy and crew said they just started a little slow.
Yeah, they literally did just start a little bit slow, and I think if you take away anything from this series is how good the Search and Destroy is for Boston, which spells trouble because there are already some heavy-hitting slayers when it comes to respawn on this team. So for the Boston Breach fans, you're looking good walking away from this. On the flip side of things, Miami Heretics, you know exactly what you have to work on, and it's going to be the 2s and 5s. You lost Search and Destroy earlier on as well versus the Vancouver Surge, and now you fall short against the Boston Breach. So they got to hit the lab, got to hit the bottom review, and start coming out with something new.
Miami's next matchup doesn't get easier. They play against Toronto to open things up on Sunday. They could be starting their stage 1, 1-3. Taking a look at the KDs, what's going well for Miami? Well, you got Real at number 5, but it's Shotzi, the top dog, with a 1.43. His game 4 tonight, adding up to those numbers.
Yeah, Shotzi's been a menace, man. Like I said, I think he's been the best so far, performing throughout this game in the hard. He just gets it. Knows every spawn. Kid's unbelievable, and you know Hook right by his side. He's going to develop as well.
If you're an Optic fan, I have great news. I was just told in my little ear by a birdie that we have this guy. He goes by the name of Kylo, a.k.a. Kenny, and he joins us live. Welcome to the show, Kenny. We got it working. Great to have you here in the interview. And can you talk to me a little bit about the vibe with Hook? It seems like the gameplay is playing out pretty well, but what's it like in the room?
I mean, I think Kyler's like the perfect player for us because he just fits right into our system and how we want to play the game. He's also taught us a lot about like how to play certain stuff, and I think in S&D, like a show today, like we can kind of do whatever we want because like our pacing is just so fast. But it's been a good vibe. We've been having good scrims, and I feel like Kyler, like I said, has been the best fit that we possibly could to use.
Great to hear.
Absolutely. Kenny, I want to ask you a little bit about the map pool that we're working with right now. It looked like you guys had a slower start in the opening weekend. Then this red card, you come out, Search and Destroy. The work shows 100%, 6-1 win. Talk to me about how you're feeling about the map pool right now and where it kind of stands for you guys in the rest of the league.
I think we're still kind of trying to test certain maps.
Right.
Honestly, I feel like this year hasn't really been much on me calling the maps. I feel like today, like, it was all on Kyler. Like, whatever he wanted to play and what he was confident on the playing, like, we wanted to play that to make sure he felt, like I said, comfortable. But yeah, we're definitely testing a lot. We're just trying to figure out where we feel like we're strong at, where we're weak at. But the red card, the first map today, I don't know what I was doing. I was kind of trolling. I wasn't really thinking. It was first map with Kyler type jitters. I feel like I was moving a little bit too fast. But
you did so good, though. I mean,
you were moving
blood,
too fast.
You were moving.
Oh, yeah. I was moving. I mean, first map, I just was doing some stuff that I definitely was like a little not me. I could tell I was dying a lot. And I was like, wow, I wouldn't do that. And it was kind of like I had to calm down for a little bit. But I think S&D-wise, like you can tell today, like we're kind of doing a mixture of everything. Going to both bomb sites, you know, getting a mixy, just playing aggressive on defense. And I think like Kyler fits that for us a lot. And he's in the few days we had to practice, he's helped us with that immensely.
Awesome.
Of course.
Kenny, I want to ask you, you know, I feel like with Kyler, a lot of teams, you kind of have to play around him a little bit more than you would other sub players. How does that change sort of like your guys' approach to respawn in general? How's that been?
I don't think it's been realistically that for our team because I feel like Shotzi's kind of the same player.
He is, yeah.
But they kind of move around the map like so smoothly together that it doesn't really feel like we skip a beat and respawns most of the time. Like I think the red card today was kind of a anomaly like map because we've been really good on that map. But I think like we don't really have to play around Kyler. I feel like Kyler, his comms have been crazy good for us. And honestly, like I said, I feel like for him, like anything I have to come, usually like he's already there, like a step ahead, and that's one thing I've gassed him on from the past few days, that I don't really have to tell him to do many things because we're kind of thinking the same thing. So
yeah,
I think for him, it hasn't been playing around him; it's just been playing our system, how we want to play the game, and playing ahead. I feel like.
All right, that's good to hear. I got one follow up though. Y'all gonna play Protocol Control at some point, brother? Anybody?
Listen, like what I just told you first. Listen, it ain't on me. I also don't want to play that map because as an AR player, I'll speak for all the AR players. Protocol Control is not fun.
Not even Kenny likes it.
Just listen.
Facts.
For AR player, I'm done. I'm not getting spawn trapped, so I won't speak on that one. But I'll let my sub players decide on that one.
Kenny, can I get your thoughts on the drones hovering over New Jersey?
What?
Humans or aliens?
Aliens for sure.
That's
right?
what we're gonna prove our interview tonight. Thank you, Kenny. They're among us.
Yeah, have a good one.
Keep your eyes on Kenny and Optic Texas. They're back in action later this weekend. I was just peeking at my cheat sheet. You get to see them against LAG. Kismet and crew will have their hands full, and you can find them tomorrow in match number 2. Alley Cat, I expect that one to go at least 4. Do any of these go to a game 5 on a Super Saturday?
Carolina Ravens versus Atlanta FaZe. 100%. You're talking about Slasher and his redemption game. That 6 p.m. match is going to be crazy.
Nameless, Carolina stay perfect. They're 2-0.
I mean, that's a banger. I really do think it's going to be a good one. I think our last match of the day tomorrow is going to go all the way to 5, though. I like Boston, Vancouver.
Ooh, I like these call-outs. Let us know in the chat, which match do you have going far? Thank you all for tuning in. It's week 2, day 1. We'll be back tomorrow for another round.
It's not.
It's vibey in here, man.
Eles são muito braba, mano. Ainda do jogo de hoje, tá? Tudo de hoje.
Falamos do exercício de piedade que fazemos como noviços religiosos. O texto de São Afonso, o exercício de uma morte qualquer.
One shot, um tiro.
Disse-me que ele rezava 1000 vezes. Só conseguia falar da morte, como se tivesse tido uma espécie de intuição do que havia acontecido. Vendo o vídeo olhar, o Papa abriu novamente para o cardeal como vivo. A conversa dos irmãos Rubens se contava a vida. Ele estava morto. A conversa começou por volta das 9 horas, a sós ouvir as boas noites ao padre Magé e a missa que foi à casa do banco.
Thank you.